You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
To play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good morning, good night, goodbye, hello, wherever you are in the world. Welcome along. It is yet another cup final. Can I just say, I've always loved Norwich City. I've never criticised them or any of their policies ever. I think they're an absolutely fantastic club. And I'm sure my co-host will agree with me. Brad, what a lovely city Norwich is.
Yeah. They've always got the right number of toes and fingers. Brilliant side at Norwich.
Yes.
You know, unless something happens in Ipswich stoppage time, I still think they're a really
5
good side.
minutes, believe it or not.
Well, I can with Ipswich. They probably pay the official to get 5 minutes to start waking up because it is all Ipswich at the moment. But
yes, you just know what's going to happen, don't you? You really do.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Hi to Gray. How you doing? Gray is in. Renee's in as well. How you doing? Ben is in. Going to be a good game today. Only person I'm worried about on Birmingham. Yeah, he said James. He said that the other day. Yeah, in the preview, James could cause us problems. Right. I just want to go through a few things, Brad. Before we start talking about the team. First of all, because of course it is match day, so during the game, please no spoilers. You don't just get kicked out for the game or kicked out for 10 minutes. It's 24 hours minimum, and if I'm in a particularly bad mood at the time, I just ban you full time. I don't care who you are. Do I know you? Don't I know you? Anything, any other scores from any other game, it can be mistaken, so don't bother even doing that. Basically, just enjoy the chat. Don't comment on penalties, freaky, anything like that. Right. So anyway, that's the instructions over. In fact, well, I was going to just quickly run through a couple of things, but Kate's already come in, so let's bring her in. She's early. Oh, I always have a problem with women coming early. I don't know what it is, but well done, Kate.
I never do.
Fair enough.
Afternoon. Good afternoon.
How the devil are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. It's a bit blowy here today.
Well, aren't you the lucky one?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, you walked into that one.
I know, I did, absolutely.
Brad is my witness. Right, the team's going up across the bottom there. I had picked this team earlier, but I had put Vardy up front.
Yes, same.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I've not been the biggest Doyle fan, but I think he did all right in the last game. No reason to drop him. Not disappointed with him being in, but I just thought Vardy might have been given the chance.
Yeah, I did as well, to be honest, but just got to see how it goes, I guess. But the only worry is for me is I understand it to a point, but what frustrates me is if Saka doesn't have a good game, Enzo doesn't change it till 70 minutes, 75, 80 minutes, every single time, regardless of how he performs, which is just a frustration on my part. Can you hear me okay, by the way? I can put my hood up if it's a bit too windy.
Oh, sorry, Ipswich fans, yeah, if you can put it up, it is a little bit windy. Ipswich fans going mad. They say they should have had a penalty or a free kick. Not like they hadn't conceded at least 2 that weren't given during the game. But Norwich doing us a favour at the moment, Kate.
Yeah, we're in the final stages, aren't we? There's 5 minutes of injury time.
Yes, 2 more minutes left, so
Yeah.
to get 2 probably.
Yeah, 2, maybe 3, to be honest.
Yes, yeah. What are you expecting from the team today?
Well, I'm hoping a follow-on from Monday's second half performance.
We have to be careful with follow-ons, don't we?
Yeah, second half we played so well. So I'm hoping that A, we can go back into that and pick up where we left off, and B, if not today, then we can hopefully galvanise ourselves a bit more and sorry, did I say Norwich? Ipswich, if Ipswich drop points, so we can galvanise ourselves a bit more and push on again and really make capitalise on that game in hand that we've got.
Yes. I mean, just looking at it as it stands, we are looking at Ipswich are still top with 87, but if we can win, that takes us obviously above them, subject to obviously whatever Leeds do. It's to pinch probably a lot of Craig's messages from the other night. Not messages, I can't think of the word. Sayings. Phrases. Yeah, it's just another cup final for us, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's another cup final, and like we said, when the roles have been reversed, it's always better to have the points on the board. So Ipswich are in that position at the moment, so we've got to make it count. If we don't make it count, it's absolutely pointless. No pun intended there. So yeah, we've got to capitalise. I'm hoping that will galvanise us today. I'm hoping the crowd will be galvanised. Obviously, the first match post financial results being released. Yeah. So we've got to galvanise ourselves today. I think there's a 66-minute round of applause going to happen for Vichai's 66th birthday. I think Ipswich is over. I think it's over.
I'm not sure. I'm just watching it.
Yeah.
It's a foul throw, I think. It's going to get it's 5 minutes 35, so you may be...
yeah, I think we've just got flash scores and it's ahead.
Right, well done, Norwich.
Well done, Norwich.
Well done, talking about reversing roles. Do you like a bit of role reversal, Brad?
No, not in any sense of the word of that one. But I'm happy to see that result come in. But like Kate said, now it's over to Leicester. We've got to do our job now. So nice early goal, 2 minutes in, Dak on the score sheet, and that'll settle the nerves. And who knows? Because we've got to take advantage of it. Like Kate said, this is a perfect opportunity for Leicester to have the points on the board and be in them automatic places, regardless of their game in hand. That's the ultimate goal for Leicester, isn't it? To get that's like page 1 of the final plan, isn't it? Really.
I mean, if it goes in our favour and Leeds don't struggle, and we are top still with the game in hand, Kate, that does put us back into pole position.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is where it's going to be a real test of character now, isn't it? This final part of the season. And we've said before that when Ipswich and Leeds have gone above us, the spotlight is on them. So the pressure is on them. So I'm going past the loud pub. The pressure is on them. Spotlight's on them. So let's see how they cope. And Ipswich have kind of fell at the first hurdle, if you like.
At our peril before. Give me your score prediction, and I'm going to let you go because it is a bit windy.
I'm going to go for 2-0.
You're going to go 4-0 then?
2-0.
2-0. Oh, you're breaking up as well. Did you go 2-0, Brad?
I think she did.
Yeah.
I think
that's right.
2-0.
Can you hear me? I'm back. Yeah, 2-0, sorry.
2-0. Well, I really, really do hope you're right. You're not with a Norwich fan today, are you, by any chance?
No, I'm not. No, not today. He will be at the match.
You do have a habit of finding these away fans to go to the game with.
I don't seek them out, just so you know.
Oh, so you say?
Yeah, we've all heard that one before.
Yes.
What are your 2 predictions?
Well, I can't remember what I went. What did you go for, Brad?
Oh, for God's sake, I just put the book down because I was smugglingly giving myself a point on the predictions league for backing Norwich to win. Just thought I'd point that out. You didn't, Chris. You went for a draw, so you didn't get a point for that. I can tell you that I've gone 3-0 Leicester and you've gone 2-0.
Oh,
which is only a surprise, guys, because if you know the predictions league, you know Chris well enough. Florian's Fences should be his company. I keep posting the idea to him. He went for about 8 draws. He's gone for about 8 draws, 2 twos, 1 alls and whatnot. So
Kate knows how good I am at my prediction. Kate.
Well, I think Kate's struggling to.
I think you're struggling, Kate. We'll let you go. Have a safe match. Enjoy it. We'll talk to you afterwards when hopefully she's gone, but hopefully we're celebrating those points. Sorry about that. Just as I was teeing my speech up, Brad, Kate came in.
Yeah,
it's
all right.
Like I say, never afraid of being in first, our Kate. But I just want to touch on a few points. First of all, goodbye Rotherham. I mean, they've had an awful season. I have nothing against Rotherham as a club, although obviously Gurinder does. Norwich, can I just say, are celebrating like they have won the FA Cup. Does that guarantee them a play? That doesn't guarantee them playoffs, does it?
No. Coventry still have 2 games in hand.
Yes, yeah. No, I mean, there's obviously it's a derby, so they've taken the a page out of the Coventry City Celebration magazine.
I'm all for it if it helps us, if it benefits us.
Yeah, in fact, I don't mind it this time either. But no, I've got to say, fair play to Rotherham. Look, they only just stayed up last season. They seem to be a bit of a yo-yo club between the Championship and the 3rd tier. But wish them all the best, and hope they're able to sort of stabilise and maybe come back up.
Yeah, I mean, from a Rotherham's perspective, the season was over a long time ago. Once teams like Sheffield Wednesday, Huddersfield, and that kind of got their act together and were winning and drawing games while they were still getting beat every week, it was always going to be an impossible task. And this does show you how difficult that jump up is. A lot of people say League One, League Two, same sort of thing. You can kind of springboard from League Two to League One straight into the Championship. But we've seen it a few times with a few teams where for 4 or 5 years, Chris, they're just between divisions. I think Scunthorpe were a team that were like that for a while. Wickham had a few seasons in there, and now Rotherham have been the same. And it's disappointing because they've gone out without a fight by the on points and you'd say reasonably early in the season, Chris. Normally, you've still got something to fight for.
7 games to go. They may go on and win 6 of them now. That can happen. But no, I do like Rotherham. Nothing against them at all. And I say, I still think of us as a small club, so I still like to see, and no disrespect to Rotherham, but clubs like Rotherham, at least having a go for it, before anybody starts picking on them for getting too big. Talking about early in the season, we do tend to forget that we've actually managed this. We make it a little bit big, doesn't really help that, does it? But look, playoff place guaranteed after Easter Monday with 7 games to go. So whatever happens, we're going to be in with a chance of going up. We cannot not. We're not going to finish lower than 6th.
No, and that was always like I'd want to argue and say it was the bare minimum we were expecting, wasn't it, Chris? I think most of us would have said, yeah, okay, can take playoffs. Playoffs wouldn't be bad considering we was in the wilderness of not knowing whether we'd have players around, what players would stay, etc., etc. So before a ball was kicked, if you'd have said by April you'd have guaranteed yourself a playoff spot, I'd have been very happy to hear that, because your usual thinking is, well, if we've guaranteed it that early, we must be doing well. And to a degree we are. Obviously, we've allowed a bit of a slip, but it's nice, Chris. It's nice. It's something you just sometimes need to go, oh, okay, that's nice to hear, isn't it? Because it's all well and good knowing it could happen, it's most likely going to happen, but to know that at Leicester are guaranteed at least a second bite of the cherry. Let's hope we don't need it, but we can afford to have a
Hope
second.
we don't need it, but look, that particular pressure is off us. I mean, if we'd have finished outside the top 6, that would have been an absolute horrendous end to the season. And can I just say, despite Leicester doing everything they did, to not enable me to watch the game, Birmingham being very kind and appeared to be allowing me to. So let's fingers crossed that stays. Now then, I've got a quick before we look at the team news, and we'll come on to the team news soon. George is in. Hi, George there. No, it's still doing a lap of honour. I don't mind that. I don't mind that, John. Let them do a lap of honour. To be honest with you, if I was at Carrow Road today, I'd have run on the pitch and done a lap of honour with them in my Leicester top. I'd have obviously been banned from every football ground in the league, but I would have done it anyway. Rene's got to go apparently, so see you, Rene. Look, Ronald said here, and it's a fair point. Norwich are a good side. They didn't set up right on Monday, but they certainly did today. They got it right. That was 2 different sides, in fairness. But talking about different sides, Brad, which Leicester's going to turn up today?
I'm hoping the one that played Norwich, funny enough. I'm really hoping it's the one that played Norwich, and it needs to be. And look, I know we make this you're almost tired claim every game or request for game, and I'm not sure if anyone from the stadium can get signal enough to ever hear someone doing a watch along. But the crowd need to be like they were against Norwich as well. We need to, and that's not to say the crowd against Bristol was a bad crowd. It certainly wasn't. It was louder than the Bristol City fans, and until their goal, Chris, naturally. But for me, there's just a moment there, isn't there, Chris, where the ideal situation is the King Power's bouncing, Leicester start with the ball, they get on top, and then weird. Okay, something very weird there that's happened. I just noticed on my nails. Sorry, that was distracting.
He's broke his nails, ladies. He's broke his nails. Hang on. Have we got a physio about? Leicester City physio. Can you come over, please?
No, don't send over health shipment, Gordon Bennett. It's only a scratch. But no, I think we need that place going, and today would be ideal, wouldn't it? I know Leicester, we don't. There's been very, very rare occasions this season where we've actually sat and been watching a Leicester game thinking we're not going to score in this game, because so very few times has it happened, Chris. Even when we've lost games, we've looked like scoring to a degree, and I think you need that. It'd be nice just to get an early goal. It'd be nice to get a couple of early goals, settle the nerves, get the party atmosphere going. I'm not end of season party atmosphere. You know what I mean, Chris? Get the place bouncing, get the players feeling relaxed, and
I mean, like I said, there is that little bit of pressure off them. You know, this would have been a Ranieri situation, guys. Let's get to the playoffs first, then let's go to the next step. And I think, I don't know, I certainly said it to Craig, and I think I may have said it to you as well. They still accuse a certain North London club of being Spursy. That Easter weekend was very Leicestery. You know, lose to a club that's mid-table, nothing to play for, although they went on and won on Monday as well, and then lose to a club that's second in the form table, fighting for their playoff lives. So, you know, only Leicester could do that.
Leicester are the most consistent at being inconsistent, Chris. I've said it all my life, ever since I've started watching Leicester. The one thing we're good at is being inconsistent. Obviously, we've had the odd season where consistency stayed around more, but it doesn't always happen in the same season. We all remember what happened the season afterwards. That was very inconsistent, to say the least. So, but this is the moment, Chris. This is where your mettle shows as a team chasing promotion in these divisions, the Championship, League One, League Two. It's all the same. Top and bottom of the division, you could argue as well, it's the same. Chris, you just need to grab momentum, and we have been saying for weeks now, you know, Leicester need to just keep doing something very anti-Leicester, Chris, and be consistent and keep winning, because we know after we saw the table after the Norwich game, if Leicester keep winning and they take, you know, that game in hand, they will be top of the Championship and get promoted. So that's all Leicester can keep doing. And a result like Ipswich's today typifies that, because Leicester now have the potential to put themselves back in the automatic zone, obviously depending on Leeds' result. And that thing we talked about mid-season, Chris, how vital could that become if this was the only points drop between the three teams? Because we have a massive goal difference over Ipswich compared to, Leeds is top and tail in terms of who could go top today, purely based on a bloody result, couldn't it? You know what I mean? Amount of goals scored and conceded, whereas we do have, I think it's a 10 point, well, it'll be 11 now because of their defeat, 11 plus goals on Ipswich. And that, for me, we say it time and time again, Chris, that could be a point in its own right. And that could be the difference. It's looking like that way, isn't it?
It is. It's. I mean, let's be honest with you. How many games ago it wasn't looking like we should be this worried? Really, did it?
No, it shouldn't. And there did become a point where I was saying I was starting to get a little bit worried, and I hadn't been worried all season. I thought it was just going to iron itself out, like we'd seen so many times before early in the season. Let's just hope now, Chris, we have a mini run of form. Because we need to be having it. We need to. That Norwich win was great because it kind of saved us from falling away from Ipswich and Leeds, and it benefited us. But now we've got to build on it, and we've got three winnable games on paper at least, isn't it? Birmingham, Millwall, and then Plymouth. So. Yeah, but you weren't the only one, Doug. I said it as well, and I predicted it. So
all right. You got one right this year.
Well, I got the Plymouth one wrong, so we both got a point each, mate. So it's nothing too big.
I'm going to say, don't do a Leeds or a Coventry. I'm
doing my laugh on it, mate. Thank you, Norwich. Thank you. Your hard work is appreciated.
As Wolves said, needs to be the team that played against Norwich. Where Leicester says, Gray, we always do things the hard way. Bob is in. The next three games were all against teams that need points too. We have, well, apparently, according to Leicestershire Live, we've got the easiest run in compared to all the three teams. But it was only because they averaged out the position of the games that are going to be played. Our average was 11th, Leeds and Ipswich were 13th, so it wasn't a great big, Wayne says, you go up front and bag a hat trick. To be honest with you, mate, I couldn't bag anything now at my time of life.
Bag of chips, maybe.
I could always do a bag of chips, let's be honest. Just to let you know, by the way, talking about food, my delivery arrived this morning. I know you were probably worried about that, Brad. It's the same starting lineup as Monday. It is. That's true. True Red's in. Hello, mate. How you doing? Good luck with your appeal, mate. Hope it goes well. And Gray just says afternoon, Red. Right, let's have a look at the team. There we go. Tell me, what do you think, Brad? Like I say, I'd got everything right except Vardy. I thought Vardy would start simply because he played less minutes, if you like, on Monday.
Yeah, the problem with that is we know that Jamie Vardy this season has kind of gone about missing games because he's not been able to train. So it does wonder if Maresca kind of put him on for 15 minutes just to kind of keep them legs going in him, but not pushing him too hard. I don't know how he has trained.
No.
I'm not surprised. Look, this for me, it's easy to see this one of two ways because it's either he's picked Daka because he's like for like in terms of pace and pushing that back line, and that's why he's gone there, or he's picking Daka because he's got, and this is a situation that whether Maresca likes it or not, he's going to start having to look at players and going, well, if you're not committed or at least not contracted here, I've got to start using players that I'm still potentially going to be here to use next season, or at least, even if it's just to sell and move on. So am I surprised that Daka is in? If any one of you come in here when Daka, if he misses a chance and said Vardy would have scored it, I'm going to punch you through the computer and remind you of Bristol City. I do not condone violence, but I will be sending my visual thoughts of you punching you through the screen if you say that. Just back them today. That's all we can do. Just back them, go for it. It's a strong team. It's a good lineup. And again, just let's just get off to a good start. It's just what's needed, isn't it?
Yeah, Luke actually made it earlier than I thought, so welcome along, Luke, because we're still at the team talk. Very quickly, your first thoughts on the team?
Pretty much exactly everything you just said, mate. Like for like, everything in my predicted 11 except for Vardy. Am I surprised to see Daka? No, it's kind of the like for like that we are seeing now, but I don't want to see him in the starting 11, to be honest. I think he's rubbish.
Boo! Piss! Hey, get out!
Punch me.
Yeah, and we've still got these people in the chat here, but everybody is entitled to opinion. I've actually lost it. I've got to say hi to Nate. Nate, you've been a gentleman. Thank you so very much. Even Nacho would be better than Daka. Dara, just change the record, please, mate. You don't want to find yourself banned. You've said it. I don't want to hear it again. You say anything about Daka again that's negative, I'm just going to kick you. You've made your point, but it gets a bit boring after a while. And Gray, I've got to say, mate, it applies to yourself as well. So let's not be critical, like I say, because neither of you two were actually critical of Vardy against Bristol City. But there we go. Although, in fairness, Gray might have been. Now let's have a look. So look, we've had a favour. I thought I was going to have to do the table again. In fact, I have put a very old table up here, I think. Let's have a look. Yes, I have. I've put an old table up, so let's ignore that one. Last time out, Leeds 3, Norwich 1, Luke, Ipswich 3, Southampton 2, Leeds 3, Hull 1. We've seen Norwich have just beat Ipswich. Coventry, they've got Leeds. God, we're relying on Coventry to do us a favour, and we've got Birmingham. Is it going to be a good day for us?
I hope so, mate. Like, that's a really good positive result to see Norwich get the win for Ipswich. That definitely helps us out a lot. But let's not forget that our next 3 games could be more dangerous than the higher end games. The next 3 games are all people flirting with relegation. So there's something to be said for people fighting for their lives. So let's hope we can bury. Yeah.
No, you are quite right. Brad, your thoughts on all the games today?
Look, obviously, naturally we'll be keeping an eye on it, but I'm really not arsed. The Coventry win, brilliant. If Leeds and Coventry draw, that's just as good. And if Leeds win, so be it. As long I don't care, Chris. As long as we do our job, I could not care. And I know what Luke's saying about our next 3 games, and I do agree with him to a point. But if we are to get automatic promotion, you've got to do what the likes of Ipswich and Leeds have been doing, which is also what Leicester have been doing for the majority of this season, Chris, is they're playing like a Hull City and they're playing like a QPR or whatever, and we're beating them. You know, we've got to beat them teams if we deserve automatic promotion. That's a fact of it. Look, bonus, Coventry favour, absolutely happy days, take it. But I honestly, if I find out after 30 minutes Leeds are 3-0 up, I don't care. You can't channel that out to the pitch. You can't let the players know that the result isn't going their way in a Leeds Coventry game. They've just got to concentrate on doing their job, and that's all I really care about.
It will get out onto the pitch, though, won't it, Luke?
Yeah, definitely. So Coventry are right outside the playoffs, yeah? So they've got a lot more to play for. Leeds just want to hang on to automatic promotions. Coventry are going to be fighting to get into the playoff area. So that works for us, in my opinion.
No, you're quite right. I was trying to bring the up-to-date table up, but I
can share it if you want.
I didn't save it. I'm not sure who you. There we go. I don't know if that will. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Ipswich are top, but they have played 2 games more than us now. Leads the second. Look, as long as we get a win today, whatever happens, we're going to be back in the top 2. But the thing is, we can't write Ipswich off because we know whatever happens with Ipswich, they're always going to come back. Like I say, the Black Knight of the football thing. Thanks, Luke. Brad. I mean, look. You know, looking at the form table, somebody that's been in worse form than us at the moment. I mean, our home form, all right, you know, we've dropped down to 7th now. Birmingham away's form is 23rd.
Yeah, so if you play this game on paper, which unfortunately we don't, was that Brian Clough that said that? Said unfortunately games not played on paper, we should win this game and do it quite comfortably. I think unlike the Norwich game, look, at the end of the day, the 3 points is the most important thing. But I believe that this game we probably need the same sort of performance as we go to Norwich, because against Norwich after the Bristol City result, Chris, I think we were all pretty much sat here going, I don't care if it comes off Wout Faze's butt cheek in the 96th minute as long as we win the game, sort of thing. But we got the performance and the result to back it up. And now, like we said, Chris, the outcome of our season is firmly in our destiny. And look, Leeds is the team that maybe Leeds. Maybe they're the wrong team for us to be eyeing up the battle with for the automatic spots, because Ipswich have shown time and time again they are the more susceptible side. You look at the 3 in the promotion zones, and yes, they have the joint least wins, Chris. They have 9 draws. That is more than double Leicester's draw record. In that sense. So if any team out of them 2, because Leeds only have 8, they have one less draw than, they are more susceptible to drop points in this running. And again, I'm looking at that goal difference, Chris. They're on plus 32. We're on plus 42. That's more important to me. So we've got to go out there and put on a performance and get a big win today, and not only put ourselves back in that automatic zone by a point ahead of Ipswich, but really look back on track for that automatic zone. Get a few more greens in the form table as well. That'd be nice.
John, no, you don't. You can have freedom of speech, but and obviously, you. I don't know if you're a regular or not, but if you were, picking on one player consistently, and I'm not talking 1 or 2 messages. Dara in the past has messaged 20 times in a chat about how bad Daka is. Daka, if he'd have scored 3 goals in the first 10 minutes, Dara would still say no, he's not a very good footballer. I don't care. I don't mind the odd criticism, but just to go on and on and on for just say because you don't like a particular player, I'm sorry, added nothing to the conversation. You're boring. Fuck off and go and support another team if you don't like our players. That's all I've got to say. Criticise them if they have a bad game, but criticising them before they've even kicked a ball, well, you're just a prize wanker as far as I'm concerned. Luke, oh God, I turned into Luke then, didn't I?
I thought you were going to tell him to take the knee and everything then.
Let's have a look what we've got coming up. I've got to say a personal thank you to Nate. I don't know if I have done, but thank you, Nate. Luke, 3rd time lucky possibly for Birmingham, hopefully not, but also 3rd manager that we played, or Birmingham under their 3rd manager that we played against in 1 season.
Yeah, I know, it's total shambles, and they get basically the same style under as at Rowlett than they did of Eustace. Very physical, just strange. I hope Mowbray's okay and recovers well, but I don't envy the Birmingham supporters with all due respect. I think they're actually the longest club in the championship as well, mate.
Possibly. Look, we know the history of Birmingham. They gambled with a big name. It backfired on them spectacularly. Eustace has now gone to Blackburn. They won 5-0 at the weekend. Birmingham, hindsight's a marvellous thing, isn't it? But Brad, Rowlett, he's been there before. He's only interim, but he did well at Birmingham before.
He did, and sometimes lightning can strike twice. Let's hope it completely misses and maybe strikes at him. He's ex-Foxes, who knows? So he might do us a favour on that one. But, one thing I will take from that is Leicester know how to score 3 past them, so I'm hoping that that sort of continues trait today. But, yeah, look, it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be
doesn't
very
matter who's in charge though, Chris, to see how it goes.
It doesn't indeed. Ronald says, well said, Chris. Dino said, you tell them, Chris. I'm learning off the master. I'm learning off the Aussie Leicester fan. He's teaching me how to be like this. Any more Daka slagging off you, Bard, and me too, says Gray. By yourself, mate. Thanks, Nate. Thank you very much. Gray says, Rowett knocked us out with Burton once upon a time. Thank you, Gray, making me feel a lot better now. It's back in our hands, though, isn't it, Luke?
It's back in our hands. Brad pretty much hit the nail on the head earlier. We can't worry about teams around us. We have to worry about what we're doing, and that's the bottom line. So keep putting our best foot forward, keep getting these 3 points and these results, and pieces shall fall as they may.
Luke, I haven't got your prediction down.
I think I went 3-1 in the prediction, but I'm going to go 3-0 here.
You're going to go 3-0 here? No, that is fine. Okay, everybody, time very quickly to get your predictions in. Luke has gone 3-0. So he's agreeing with Brad. Oh, homework, copy, don't. They say.
I mean, I picked Norwich to win today, Luke, in case you didn't know, and Chris didn't. So ask at your own peril whose homework you're copying.
I don't trust Brad anymore. Didn't you put down 12-0 for someone to win, or 22 or something, Reg, like that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Knock him.
Well said, Luke. Well said. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Brad Whelan or Brad Rudkin, we should call him. He's marking his own homework.
In fairness, I did point it out. But then in fairness, Brad was nice back to me. I copied and pasted off another sheet of paper, and I'd written them all out. Because what I do is I copy somebody else's layout so that I can just go and put my own predictions in. And the bottom two had gone onto the next page below, and I hadn't copied them. So thank you for pointing out, Brad. The players are coming out. Vardy's on the bench, guys. Thank you very much. Hopefully see you both at half time. I'm going to be all right, Brad. So thank you very much. And yeah, fingers crossed, guys.
Come on, let's hope for it.
Cool. Yeah, let's slash and whatever and all that. Okay, see you guys.
See you later, mate. Oh,
there we go. Brad doesn't want to go. There we go. Right. Okay. Let's get all this set up and lined up. And it won't be a second. Here we go. Yeah, got there eventually. Right, let's get your score predictions down. We were running a little bit behind, so bear with me, guys. So, what we got here? So John's gone 3-1. Welcome back, John. King Doms has gone 2-1. Oh, everybody now starting to think Leicester will concede. Mike's gone 3-1. Welcome along, Mike. I didn't post anything because I know what it's like. How are we over Wales yet? Lazarus has gone 4-1. Rene, I've got yours from earlier, 2-0. Thank you very much. Luke, the Forest fan. Welcome along, Luke. 3-0. It's funny that Forest and ourselves find ourselves in the same position, but mate, I do hope you can go and stick it to the Premier League. I really do. I really do. Nate's gone 3-1. As Gray says, no spoilers. 66 minutes. I think they're having applause. I think they are having applause on the 66th minute. It's the last chance for Thatchers. Come on, hit the target more than Raheem Sterling does. It's your last chance, because then I'm out of Thatchers and I move on to another brand. I'm loyal, aren't I? Stephen's gone 2-1. Four 0 has Ronald's gone. Well, Ronald, I hope you're right. You've gone It's called doing a Luke, that. Benjamin Button is in. Hello, Benjamin. He's gone 2-0. Yes, I think we are. Why do you say that? Oh, have I done the score the wrong way around? I have. You're quite right. Thank you for that. You can't get the staff these days, John. You really can't. So both teams. So indeed, even Birmingham are naming an unchanged 11. What did they do in their last game, Birmingham? They beat Preston 1-0. So you know what the team is. Hermansen in goal, Pereira, Fays, Vestergaard, Doyle staying, keeping his position. And the team's just gone off screen while I was lining myself up. So like I say, Hermansen in goal, Ricardo in that right back, going into midfield role that he's really made his own. Faz, Vestergaard and Doyle across the back three. Doyle, not been my favourite player this term. I do prefer Justin, but look, he gives us something. He's left-footed and he played so well against Norwich. Winks in that midfield role, although let's be honest with you, Harry Winks could go everywhere. Ndidi and Dewsbury Hall, obviously the two either side of Winks, and you got Fatawu and Mavididi on the wings, Fatawu on the right, obviously, and Daka. Now, fair play to Daka, you know, he's come in, and let's see what he can do. Like I say, if he misses one, I'll be annoyed, but let's, you know, I was annoyed at Vardy when he missed, you know, 3 or 4 against Bristol. So fair play once we get going. Once we get going, if he misses one, let's say, you know, let's say it as it is. So when your smiling is ringing around the stadium, Ricardo is the captain because Vardy's on the bench. As normal, he's well, I don't know which way. I presume Leicester have won the toss, but Leicester are in their all blue strip. They are kicking from left to right towards the south stand. Where you've got Birmingham in their away strip of red tops and socks, black shorts. I'll probably get them mixed up with Charlton, you can bet. They are kicking from right to left. So they're kicking towards the Kop. And he did play some very good passes, Gray. I'm going to say, I can't argue with that. He did. So if you're new, please smash the likes. 86 of you in. Come on, 25 likes. We need to get to about, well, I like to get to 50 by half time on a watch along, especially when it's not on terrestrial teams. Well, some of them are taking the knee. Some of the Bristol City players aren't. Enzo is. Mavididi wasn't. There's a couple of Birmingham ones weren't. Birmingham were going to kick off. I thought I'd changed it. For God's sake. And we kick off. There you go. I had changed it. Just hadn't clicked it. Stefan is in from Sweden. Welcome, Stefan. So, mods will do what mods have to do. I am going to be watching the game. And it's no, it's not a free kick to Birmingham because the Birmingham come away with the ball, and it's the first attack. And again, the player on the left here, all on his own. But he's closed down now by 2 players. Ricardo coming back. Oh no, Fatawu was coming back. Won it, lost it. Faz kicks it upfield. Hopefully Brad will be making notes for me. So, Tags is on the descriptive duties today on the commentary. Remember that, guys. Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. And we've got obviously our there we go. I'm trying to get it right, but just there is our strip when we were in the Champions League. I couldn't have LTiDtv. You had to have a name and the player's number on it. You couldn't have your own name or a made-up number. I couldn't even have Ranieri on it. Champions League insists it has to be a player and the player's number. Who's going to get that? That's a throw-in to Birmingham, literally on the halfway line. Jamie Vardy sat next to Cody on the bench behind Enzo. We're coming up to the 2-minute mark. Now, the Birmingham, now he's come on. He's taken about 20 yards there. And a long ball all the way back to Hermanson. I mean, that was literally, he was just walking up the side of the pitch with the ball going like that. Jesus Christ, come on, referee. Obviously, it was on the halfway line. Vestergaard out to Faz. Relays it out to Fatawu. Who goes back to Faz? Plays it up forward. Fatawu's got the ball. Plays it back to Ndidi. Back to Faz. Yeah, it is Rowett's 3rd game here, back as the interim manager, like we did say. Wish Tony Mowbray all the best for a speedy recovery. He's played 3. This is his 3rd. He's won 1, lost 1. Fatawu there. Oh, he controlled the bounce well. Oh, and he tries to go around the player. Indeed, he wasn't giving him support that time, and it's out. But the first corner for Leicester on the near side. Can we do more with this camera, I wonder? There we go. As I don't show me moves off. Let's go down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so it's first corner of the game. Dewsbury Hall going to take it. A lot of WWF going on in the box. The free kick, the corner goes in. It's headed clear. And as far as Fatawu, who gets it back to Dewsbury Hall. Fatawu offers him the run over. Oh, he loses it, but no, he manages to keep hold of it. Oh, that's going to be a free kick. Yes, it is. Taken out. Fatawu lost it, but he did very, very well to keep it. But Payak, number 13 for Birmingham, I told you I'd get this team wrong with the Reds, took him out. So it's a free kick. The 6-yard box. Just outside. Or just outside the penalty area, level with the 6-yard box. Excellent position for Leicester here. Can they take advantage? So 10 yards in from the corner flag. Left-footed from Kieran Dewsbury Hall, this free kick here. Oh, he played it out to right out the box there to Harry Winks, and in fairness, that would have been good. But it wasn't to be, unfortunately, because Harry Winks didn't produce one of his blistering goals. So, Dewsbury Hall on the far side. Oh, he tried to get the player in and it didn't quite come off. I've got to say, it's all Leicester at the moment. Oh, some tough tackles going in from Birmingham. Indeedy finds Fatu on this near side, comes on his left foot. Ricardo chips it in. Oh, it's headed clear, though, by the Birmingham defender. Couldn't really see where that was going. It's all Leicester. Can Leicester actually take advantage? Leicester, I've got to say, at the moment, are having it pretty much all their own way. Just 6.5 minutes gone. So how are we doing? You've got to say that at the moment, Birmingham was so. Oh, it's a lovely ball over from Vestergaard. My route one, but it was up and over Dewsbury Hall. He spotted Dewsbury Hall's run. Dewsbury Hall couldn't quite get it down. Literally on the edge of the semicircle, of the centre circle. He's so. If he'd have got, let's have a look at it a little bit closer, up in the air. Oh, he took it, but he just couldn't control the bouncing ball. So, Indeedy. Playing 1-2 with Winks. With Faz now on this near side. Indeedy. Back to Vestergaard. Mavadidi. Dewsbury Hall overrunning it. Oh, Mavadidi. Oh, that's a push. No. Let's have a look at this one. Oh. I might have, had that been given the other way, I might have just been screaming a little bit. I've got to be honest with you. Although Jerry Taggart does believe it was a penalty. So it's again Leicester coming down these side wings here. Oh, it played in. What a chance. Ruddy somehow managed to get his hand to it. Ruddy hell. I tell you what. Yeah, that was a good chance. First chance really coming for Leicester there. That was a good effort. That could have been the opening goal there. They've not played it back yet, and it's up and out for a throw-in. So we might see it back now. Let's have a look. Dewsbury Hall plays it in. Oof. Have a look. Was this off it was a cross from Dewsbury Hall. Oh, nearly it would have been an own goal. So there's no goals here at all at the moment in any of the games. They're all 0-0. Indeed, he tries to play it in, comes off the number 3 defending for Birmingham, and it's out for a Leicester City corner, second of the game. 71% possession to Leicester at the moment, and I've got to be honest with you, it pretty much feels like that. fact, I'm surprised that Birmingham got 29%. I'm just going to put my fan on, guys. Don't go away. It's a bit hot under the collar here. So it's a corner now to Leicester. On the near side, Kieran Dewsbury Hall left-footed again. This time it's into the box. But it's cleared out by the Birmingham City player. Oh, and they managed to... He turns. He turns for Taru, and he's running the Birmingham City player. Oh, but for Taru, look, it comes off him, and it ends up back with Hermansen. Big kick out there to Doyle. Coventry have gone 1-0 up at Leeds. Coventry 1-0 up at Leeds. Come on. Come on. Come on, Coventry. We love you, Coventry. Birmingham somehow managed to keep it in. The referee manages to get out the way. And it's Birmingham who have it in the centre circle. Bringing it into the Leicester half down this near side. Number 7 for Birmingham. Plays it back, though. Got nowhere to go. Oh, nice 1-2 there by Birmingham, and the final ball goes all the way through to Mads Hermansen. Come on, Coventry, 1-0, yes! I never thought I'd be celebrating a Coventry goal quite like this. Yeah, good, well done. Hold back, mate, hold back. It's at Coventry. Lazarus, do not mention anything before I do. Indeed, to Dewsbury Hall. Turns well. Plays it out to Mavididi. Runs into the box. Oh, he crosses it over, but there's no Leicester player running in on it. Waiting for the ball to come rather than going for it. Oh, indeed, he then loses the ball and it's brought away. Indeed, Scott, indeed. No, you'll never hear it again. Birmingham now coming forward down the far side. Leicester got players back. Oh, a shot on his left foot there from the Birmingham striker in the far side of the box, but it's straight down the throat of Mads Hermansen. We must. As my ex-wife used to say, I must improve my bus. I must. Let's not do a Leicester and lose. Thank you, Stefan. My job is complete. Doug's quite right. Look at that, 156 watching, 38 likes. We need to try and get to 50 by half time. We've got half an hour to do it. Thank you, Doug. So come on, Leicester. Unfortunately, can Coventry do a Norwich and hold on? Taru now on the near side. Plays it in back infield to Faz. Faz winks. Oh, Ricardo doesn't quite get it through to Daka. Well, he does get it through to Daka, but he wasn't able to control the ball with his first touch, and it goes out for a goal kick. Nice ball there from Ndidi. He did have to, oh no, it was his first touch that let him down. Unfortunately, the ball bounced off him. Remember, you can see what it says there. No spoilers, folks. Can Birmingham keep it in? Yes, they can. But good defending there by Doyle. Had a great game against Norwich. I've got to say, I haven't been his biggest fan, but he did have a great game against Norwich. He's kept Justin out. But Justin did all right as a winger when he came on. Now Winks. Gets it out to Fatawu on this near side. He's going to run at the defence. Oh, he falls over. He slipped over then. He tackled himself. Oh, defended there. Got a shot in the Birmingham player, but good defending from Leicester. Blocking it, getting bodies in the way there. Leicester got numbers back. And we can't worry about, obviously, the Coventry Leeds game. But at the moment, it's looking good. As things stand, let's have a look where we are. Leicester are still third due to goal difference. Leeds have got a 43 plus goal difference. We've got a 42. Anyway, it's out to Ipswich here on this Birmingham on this near side. I wish they'd just stick to one colour bloody shirt. And yes, Ipswich do play in red away before anybody says they're blue. I'm sure Doug, who's in, I'm sure we will be doing a shit shirt show for the Euros. It wouldn't be us if we didn't. So it's in the centre circle on the halfway line with Birmingham, running to our half. Lovely ball. Oh, is it going to be too hard? Yes, it is. I've tried to play a ball out to the Birmingham winger who was running down the near side, but it was too tough for him. Blonde hair there from the Birmingham player. Can't mistake. You wouldn't lose him in a snowstorm. Not with that blonde hair. And it goes all the way back from the throw-in, ends up with Ruddy in the Birmingham goal. So at the moment, as things stand, it's not good enough to take us back into the top two. Birmingham now coming more back into the game. There's a Leicester throw-in. Oh. Number 2, I think it is, for Birmingham, wants to do his boots up. But they are slowly coming back into it. Let's hope we don't do what Leicester always do. Have a fantastic start. I don't know if anybody saw it all, but all the home shirts, well, all the 23-24 shirts are down to 30 quid. I was going to get the blue one, but to be honest with you, quick free kick taken. The player wasn't out the way for Birmingham there, so the Leicester are going to get able to take it again. I was thinking, do I buy? And he gets a booking. He gets a booking. So the first booking of the game goes to the Birmingham player. Don't think it was for the foul. I think it was the fact that he tried to stop the quick taking. Number 6, Beelin, Welshman there, or Bilic, I'm not sure. Oh, Daka. Yeah, Bilic. I thought that was a corner as well. Bilic, young Welsh player there, gets a yellow card for Birmingham. So, down to 61% possession here for Leicester. Birmingham had 2 shots. We've had 1. Dewsbury Hall, it falls for him. Daka chases that, but it was too speedy for him, and it ends up with Ruddy, who came out well. Experienced goalkeeper for Birmingham. Yeah, I've got the second shirt, which was because I love the blue stripe on the black. I always have done. I've got both versions of that have been made by the club. And then I like this shirt. Really did like it because we haven't had this colour before. Do I buy the blue one? I don't think. I think I'd sooner spend 45 quid on the new retro shirt that's out. Dewsbury Hall holds on to the ball well. He's got Fatawu. And he finds him on the near side. Oh, he comes onto his left foot. Dewsbury Hall, he plays it back to Dewsbury Hall. Was in a better shooting position, but Dewsbury Hall couldn't keep hold of it. And it comes out now with Birmingham City down this near side. I think that's a throw into Leicester. Yes, it's going to have to be. Gray. A Doug joke there. Have you? I just like the shirts. I do. It's that you can't see it because where the camera is, but the one that I got had signed by Milan Mandric. Can I show you? There we go. Look at the top in the top right hand corner there, the white one with the blue and black stripe. That is now out. I have only got the one version of that, which is the one that's signed there. So I might have to buy that one. Ronald, that wouldn't be Leicester though, would it? Hello, Squirrel. How are you doing? Do remember no spoilers. So crossing from Leicester. Daka, oh, he takes a shot, but it's blocked. The Birmingham City player literally throws himself in front of Daka. Daka got the ball. Beautiful turn, in fairness, by him. Got it onto his right foot and was ready to shoot. And, well, he did shoot, but the Birmingham player threw his body in the way and his legs. It touched his legs. Yeah, that's a fair point, Luke. It's a fair point. Yeah, I think you're right, Gray. Insane, you're welcome. No spoilers though, mate. For anything, any game, any formation or change or penalties or just no spoilers. So Leicester still trying to press here. Dewsbury Hall on his left foot. Oh, he eyes it up, but it's gone way over the top. So playing it risky here, Birmingham a little bit, and they end up losing it. So, curl ball in there from Fatawu, but Mavididi didn't quite read it soon enough, and he couldn't, when he started his run, it had gone over. Nice hairdo today from Fatawu. He's been down to the hairdresser there. 23.5 minutes gone, and it's still 0-0 here. Norwich, of course, did us a favour. They beat Ipswich earlier 1-0 at Carrow Road. So as things stand, we've had worse afternoons. 4 shots now from Leicester, 3 to Birmingham. Just as it stands, of course, Birmingham have got their own problems. They are only 2 points as it stands off the relegation zone. Huddersfield in 22nd on 41. Sheffield Wednesday on 23 and 40. As we know, Rotherham have gone down. Pushed over, surely. Yes, he gets the free kick. Well done, Daka. It was a brilliant run. They're asking for a second yellow. They're saying no. Rotherham have gone down. All the best, Rotherham. Good luck for the future. Sorry to see you go. But Birmingham are in 21st position on 43, so not safe by any stretch. West Brom have gone 1-0 up at Stoke. So it's Stoke 0, West Brom 1. That helps West Brom's playoff hopes, of course. 2 points, they sit above Norwich at the moment. Norwich 4 points above Coventry. So the free kick taken backwards there, and we're playing defender keeper at the moment. If I don't reply to you, it's because I've got this on full screen. So if you've got any questions, any of the mods will answer it. Oh, Daka there tried to get through, but he pushed the Birmingham player over. Free kick taken, too quick for the referee. So we're coming up to half an hour, 26 minutes gone. Maresca's upset about a foul, I think, there. So only the 2 goals as things stand in the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Don't forget, Leicester City are playing on. Oh, indeed, he's still got it. Can't get the cross in though. Birmingham can't get it away. Oh, it was a lovely ball over the top. Indeed, he just couldn't get it under control. He kind of stopped for a while. I think he thought he may have been offside. Checked his run, and then when it came back, he wasn't able to. Wasn't really able to get control back. So Ricardo, lovely ball out to Fatawu. He's going to run into the box. He's going to get it on his left foot. Oh. Jezil! Yeah! Yes! Kieran Dewsbury Hall, 1-0. Come on, Leicester. 27 minutes gone. What a goal. What a goal. Fatawu on his arse, on the floor, still manages to get involved. Kieran Dewsbury Hall, it's 1-0. Wow. That's what we want. That is what we want. Oh, it was Ricardo out to, no, sorry, Ndidi out to Fatawu. Fatawu slipped. Still, oh no, he didn't get it. It was actually a back pass. And then Daka assist. Daka assists. Oh, there we go. There we go. 1-0 to the Foxes. Oh, what a Saturday this is turning out to be. Dewsbury Hall it is. Leicester City 1, Birmingham City 0. Play on, says the referee, no foul. Kieran Dewsbury Hall, he's been nominated for the player of the season in the Championship. He's up against 2 other players who have no idea who they are. But who cares? He's our player of the season if he carries on like that. Vestergaard will let that go out, and it's a goal kick, which Matt Hermansen will obviously take in a second. 1-0, honestly. Fatawu on his arse, but still causing problems. When he managed to get it in, it fell to Daka with his back to the goal. He just, lovely little chip it was to Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Thought he'd taken too long. Wham! Back into the goal. Quality, yes it was. Jeff says, come on you Foxes. KDH back to his best. He had a great game against Norwich. I think was quite a few of our man of the matches. Come on, you Foxy. Yeah, we are top of the league. You are my Dewsbury Hall. You wish, Mike. You wish. James, thank you so very much. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Shed's finest. Yes, indeed. And Paul Jameson, great commentary. I appreciate your comments. It means a lot to me. So it's 1-0. And as the table stands, we are top. Ipswich are second. Leeds are third as it stands. Obviously, if Leeds score, it does change things. And, well, If they score 2, it puts them top, but obviously score 1, it puts them second. As it stands, what's happened? What's happened? Hang on. Watching the BBC page here, as well as the TV, as well as my main screen here, I've got 3 things on here. Birmingham are coming away just on this near side, looking to hit back straight away. Number 6 for Birmingham plays it out to the far side, the edge of the box. Let's just watch this passage of play. He's got 4 players, Leicester City players around him. But I was watching, I've got to say, the TV there. Let's just have a look. Let's just see if I can show you. So I've got the TV there. I've got my screen there. And then I've got the BBC with all the details there. And it showed that Leicester had gone top, and then suddenly it just clicked back, and we weren't top anymore. I thought, what's gone on? What's gone on? You see, you don't know that the things I do for you guys, the things I do. So let me just see if I can show you probably a bit better than that. There we go. So there's the match. There's my screen. You can't see me waving because I'm not on it. And there's the third screen. So, and actually see, I'm a bit of a Meatloaf fan as well. So here we go. Wow. Oh dear. 31 minutes gone. All going well for Leicester as things stand. 195 in. How many likes have we got, guys? Multitasking, indeedy, yes. Mavididi. It's always enjoying when we're winning, George, isn't it? Well, if we go up, he may do. Oh, indeedy taken out there. Oh, goes over the top from Birmingham, but Vestergaard will get this back to Madsen Manson. 61 likes. Brilliant, guys. Thank you. We wanted to get to 50 for half time. Do appreciate that. Do appreciate it. And thank you for your kind comments about my commentary. Appreciate that. Anyway, Birmingham have it now. Just inside their own half on the near side, running into the Leicester half. Out to the near side. Number 7 with his blonde hair. He's teasing the Leicester defence, but he has to play it back. Goes back into the centre. In the Leicester half, literally just outside the centre circle. Back into the centre circle now, exactly on the halfway line. So 6 shots for Leicester, 1 on target. Oh. Referee's giving a free kick. He's going to book Faz. I mean, that could have easily been a red. I mean, the Birmingham player, it was a through ball, very on the outside of the foot. He would have been through the Birmingham player. Faz took him out. Lovely pass, in fairness, from the Birmingham player. Faz maybe taking one for the team there, objecting his innocence, of course, as he would. But whilst Faz, luckily, not a red. There's a lovely ball on the outside of the foot by the Birmingham player. Yeah, Jerry Taggart there, obviously knowing what he's talking about more than I do, saying the Ipswich Birmingham player wasn't in control of the ball, therefore it probably wasn't a red. So look, we know what the referees are like in this country. Taking the time over this are, I've got to say, are Birmingham. Madsen Manson, he's got a big wall as well. 34 minutes gone. 1-0 Leicester, free kick just outside the box. Box plus 1 stripe. It comes in, it's a direct shot, hits the wall. The wall does its job, and it goes out for a throw-in on the far side. Hull have gone 1-0 up at Cardiff. Coventry 1, Leeds 0. Leicester City 1, Birmingham 0. The one we're all obviously the most important game. Stoke City 0, West Bromwich Albion 1 still. Apart from that, they're all 0-0. Leicester City 62% possession. But at the moment, Birmingham are making it difficult for us. A long ball up to absolutely nobody, and it'll go all the way through to Ruddy. Who was the only one in his half, and he came out to get it. But now Birmingham have it on the far side. Turning on the ball. Birmingham trying to slow it down. Need to get back into this game. They do there with a nice turn though, but Vestergaard just puts his foot in and makes a good tackle. Oh, Dewsbury Hall up and over. It'll go out for a bit of a well, not a bit of a throw in. It will go out for a throw in. Simple as that. Calm. It's going our way at the moment, but you know we can't risk and rely on too much. Can't rely on other teams. We have to do it ourselves. Good defending there. Indeedy. Indeed it was. Back to Ricardo. Plays it back to Hermanson. Leicester, come on. We end up putting it out for throwing because Doyle can't get to it. Oh, sometimes I just wish Leicester would just put the boot through it and kick it upfield or put it into row Z. I really do. "34 minutes gone in the game at Coventry. I dared refresh it because I like looking at what I'm looking at. They're a little bit behind us. Oh, cross in from Birmingham and ran towards the byline, got the cross in, hit Faz. Well, Faz literally didn't hit Faz. Faz got in the way, and it's gone out eventually for a Birmingham throw in, almost equal with the penalty area. Defending back. Vestergaard is almost like Mr. Cool. He's like, remember off Mr. Freeze off Batman. He just sits there and says, "That's mine," sticks his foot out, puts it out for throw in. He's not doing anything impressive. He's literally just being a bloody good defender. But it's all Birmingham, I've got to say at the moment. But it's all coming down that right-hand side. They're through. No. Oh. That was up in the air. That was like, who wants it? Who doesn't want it? Eventually it comes out of the box to the Birmingham player, but he puts it high and wide. I mean, there's 5 Leicester defenders marking 2 strikers then. But it goes literally Birmingham. Had they had his shooting boots on then, who knows? But he puts it left-footed wide, and it's going to be a goal kick to Mads Hermansen. Faz plays it forward. Indeed, he loses it, but it's out for a throw into Leicester. That went out. It's getting quite Gary Rowett up and down at the moment, but it sits at 1-0. So, Ricardo, Faz, Hermanson. Oh God, please don't be doing this. Faz will go back to Hermanson. It's very windy. They're just saying then. Winks, Mavididi. Good play though there by Winks. Managed to keep hold. He's got 2 players on him, Mavididi. And that must be a foul. Yes, it is. Turning my phone off, I had it on vibrate. I could hear it vibrating in my drawers. Whee! Who misses? Carry on, football. In the centre circle with Vestergaard. To Ricardo, back to Vestergaard. Winks is there if he uses him. He doesn't. He chooses Ndidi. He chose Winks. Doyle out to Mavididi. Lovely overlap there. Dewsbury Hall is going to be up, but I was too close to Ruddy and no player on him, and he takes it quite easily, using all his experience there. How are we feeling, guys? How are we feeling? He's green because he's the subscriber, Mike. Oh, it's a crossover from Leicester. Mavididi. Oh, he took too long over it. Oh, he was open then at the back. It comes out to Ricardo. Ricardo out to Fatawu, just inside the box on his left foot. Looks to shoot. He can't. He's got Ndidi. Will he use him? No, he won't, and it's out for a throw-in. Thank you very much from the Birmingham City fan there. Don't get a chance in this game. Great commentary, though. I really, really, really do appreciate that. If you want to become a subscriber, it's only $1.99. Never miss anything we do. There's discount on some merchandise. Get a chance if you become a member and you want to come on. All you got to do is message me. We do have guests on, but we do offer it out to subscribers. Daka, he took a shot there with his left foot, but Ruddy didn't hold on to it, but he was behind it. Nate, enjoy your basketball, mate. Have a good one. Thank you for everything, mate. Didn't end up working as it happened, but thank you. I didn't have a chance. Didn't need to check the second one, but appreciate everything, Nate. Yvonne, traveling out. Well, I hope you're not driving in the car. I've been driving in my car. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. I'm sure you would. You've got to be careful, Betty. You really have. You are flirting with that relegation zone. You're only a point off it now. Huddersfield, who at the moment are drawing with Millwall. But if they were to get a win today or a draw and you don't get anything at all from this game, you're in the bottom three. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but John Eustace not doing badly at Blackburn. Well, all right. He's not been there long, but 5-0 the other weekend. So half an hour is coming up. Well, half an hour's gone. So half time is coming up. Minute and a half to go to half time, plus any stoppage. I talk a lot of madness, Gray. I don't know which bit you were referring to. So Birmingham down this near side. Birmingham, good. He kept it in well. Tried to control it. They've still got it, Birmingham, but it's back in their own half. And they've now switched sides onto the far side. Eventually, lovely ball through, but it's very, very hard. And he's asking for a corner. He isn't going to get one. And it goes out for the Leicester throw. So no. Oh, that's all right then, Yvonne. Phew. I don't want to have to come forward and say anything in a motor insurance claim case. I've been driving in my car. Oh yes. Oh no. One. Played off Stansfield by Hermansen, and it goes in. Oh my God, against the run of play. 44 minutes, and it's 1-1. That's down to Hermansen, I think. So Faz takes the goal kick, plays it back to Hermansen. Hermansen took his time. It's Hermansen's fault, that. Hermansen's fault, totally. Birmingham have been coming back into the game, but they don't do well. I don't think they deserve it. But look, fair play. We made a mistake. They scored. 2 minutes of injury time, or stoppage time, I should say. That'll give Birmingham a boost, though. That will give Birmingham a boost. Well, that's kind of knocked the stuffing out of me. Another refereeing bad decision. Daka had the ball there. He could have, well, he turned and he was through. The referee then stopped it for a free kick. And having said that, he was pulled back. He was being held back, so whether he would have got through or not. I'm lost. I'm lost. I mean, you know, fair play to Birmingham. They closed us down. They got the goal. But Hermansen's got to look at himself. A will stay down for Birmingham, probably. Try to drag this out a little bit more as we've gone over the 2 minutes. His right hand is already wrapped up. Yeah, the crowd's gone quiet as well. Unbelievable, Jeff. Well, it's half time. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. It is half time. We will be back in about 5 minutes. Just going to go off and water the plants.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Let me start pressing all the right buttons. There we go. I feel like I've been shot. Just to go through the scores: Norwich 1, Ipswich 0 from earlier. Cardiff 0, Hull 2. Coventry 1, Leeds 0. Leicester 1, Birmingham 1. Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0. Stoke 0, West Brom 1. Everything else is 0-0. Let me just bring the guys in. Luke, I guess you're not too happy.
Stupid and frustrating goal to concede, but I still feel like we were the much better team that first half. So I'm not angry, but I still feel confident about getting one back.
Do you feel confident? I mean, Brad? Hello, Brad.
There's my notes pretty much for the half, Chris. 44 minutes, madness, prattling around at the back, 1-1 for fuck's sake. Why do we do this for, Chris? Why are Leicester conditioned to go 1-0 up, absolutely batter a team off the park and then shit the pants? Did they go to Enzo at 30 minutes and take a laxative and start shitting themselves? Because we allowed Birmingham back into a game that we could have easily had them dead and buried. In all joking aside, I did take half-time notes, Chris, and they were fairly positive up until, well, the Chris curse struck, and I call it the Chris curse struck because how many weeks you've been saying it since game week 1, Chris? Prattling around at the back is going to cost us.
Yeah.
Worst game to try and cost us, isn't it? Well done, Madge, you absolute clown.
It was the goalkeeper, wasn't it, Luke?
Absolute clown. Just kick it long. Just send it long. It's a nervous situation. Boot it. Boot it 40, 50 yards up the fucking pitch. Absolute tit. All his fault. No blame on anyone whoever it was who passed it back. Just clear the fucking
as it was.
Well, and that was the Union.
Why isn't the goalkeeper taking the goal kick? Because look, Fast takes the goal kick, or whichever defender it is, plays it straight to fucking Mads anyway. Why doesn't Mads take it and kick it to somebody? All right, he may pass it back. But what the fuck's the goalkeeper doing? What's the point of having a goalkeeper if the goalkeeper's not taking, clues in the word here, goal kicks?
I think it's fair to say that Mads has upset the goalkeepers union. Look, to be honest, I'm surprised we haven't conceded more goals like that, the way we play. So it is bound to happen. It's not the first time it's happened. It's like that bad, maybe it is, but not the last either. With how we play, you are going to see that happen. And it's in the Premier League, maybe if we were to go up, you'd see a lot more. But right now, yeah, it's a frustrating and stupid goal. But I'm not going to sit out here with my pitchforks for Mads Hermansen.
Why? He deserves pitchforks. It was fucking awful. Stupid thing to do.
Well, fair enough. Well,
I
still back him. I still rate him.
You're very restricted on how you affect the game. And 99 times out of 100, mate, when a goalkeeper does something that impacts the game in a bad way, it results in a team scoring. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, take him off. He's shocking. He's the worst goalkeeper ever." Far from it. But these are the moments that frustrate you the most. I would be doing if that was me in that situation, mate. I'd be doing a Jamie Vardy. I'd have been started punching myself in the face for not just putting my laces through it. I am the alert, quick, please deal with option at the club when the ball's in our own box like that. I put my foot through it. I send it 40 yards down the other end of the pitch. I don't give a toss if they control the 10 minutes as long as we come through that door half-time 1-0 up. Because it's just infuriating to see. I'm sorry, I can't excuse it, mate. I can't. I'm not saying he's a bad keeper by any stretch of the imagination, and he's got away with it a few times, but the worst time to give it.
I know what you're saying. I mean, no, I don't agree with substituting him or anything like that. But can you imagine, Luke, if Daka had missed a goal that easily at the other end, he would have the pitchforks would have been out for him.
I had my pitchfork ready before he had that assist, to be honest with you. He had many poor first touches. I think I've seen his first shot on target since last year today. So, but look, mate, no, you're right. But at the same time, Madsen Manson is a lot more positively and also consistent compared to Daka. So I don't agree with that, to be honest with you. I think Dak has been consistently woeful, and I think he's garbage. And yeah, I still don't stand by that.
I'm sorry, no, I mean, if I don't think Daka had particularly that bad a game. I'm sorry, Luke. I don't see where you. I'm not saying he was brilliant, but I don't think he had any clear open chances. A couple of times he was fouled and he got the assist, Brad.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking for Daka hate glasses. I think I had a pair. I'll send them Luke in the post because I just think you've got your autopilot head on there, Luke. So I think Daka had a good game. He tried to get on the end of balls that were hit over the top that he's trying to run on to. He's winning free kicks. He gets the assist for the goal. He's had a decent performance. I don't know what more the man can do apart from maybe he's scored a goal, but some of you probably he'd score a hat trick and say he should have had 4. I don't know. I just think we're looking. Don't pick him as your bloody scapegoat just because it goes wrong, because it feels like the instinct is just to attack Daka on it when I would give the same blame to Daka. I would give the same blame to Daka for missing chances as I did Vardy against Bristol City, and I'd do the same for any position out there.
Yeah.
So,
Marion, if you're in Australia, be sure to go and follow the I Hate Daka channel, otherwise known as Leicester City Down Under, which is that guy at the end there. I tell you what, I'm going to get a shirt with Daka's name and number on it for when I come and see you, Luke. I really am. But look, apart from that, I thought we were much the better team. We did let them back into it, I must admit, after the goal.
Was that to me or Brad? Sorry.
That was to you, Luke. Yes.
Sorry, mate. Look, yeah, definitely. I didn't hear it. I thought we looked like the possession style football that we play. I thought the passing stuff the pace was a lot faster and it looked really good. And I think when they started to come back into the game, it's because they started to press us more. When teams press us or have a high press, we don't look as comfortable in possession sometimes. I think that's where we've come up short against the likes of Leeds and Drew of Ipswich. And if teams have a proper goal at us, we can sometimes get caught with our pants down. But I am expecting us to come out strong in the second half.
I really hope so. Marion is actually a Birmingham fan, so she might not follow you, mate. Guys, do you think Leicester is winning this? Yes, I've got to say, I do think if we have a good start to the second half, I think we could do, because we were the better team, Brad.
Oh yeah, we were. I mean, I scarcely had to write down a Birmingham chance. In fact, apart from a tame effort straight at Madsen Manson and then Captain Clown Shoes couldn't kick a ball, I had nothing to write from Birmingham. I think we were the makers of our own downfall, Chris, and this is what I talked about Leicester taking laxatives at 30 minutes, because we seem to we very much deserved our goal to get us into the lead, because we'd had a few half chances and whatnot, and we needed to capitalise, and we did. It's just a shame the way that last 15 minutes went, Chris, because it did seem like a game that was there for the taking.
So, moving on, because obviously we haven't got long with it being half time. Referee, not the best referee, Luke.
No, shocking. I feel like it's good. I hate to say this just because I've got blue tinted glasses on, but I think the refs are not doing us any favours since all this FFP and all this stuff's been coming out. We've been given nothing. 2 stone dead penalties last game against Norwich, and there's several very dodgy decisions. Do you think that was a penalty from Aberdeen, or do you think that was soft? What do you guys think about that?
I think personally, if it's a foul, then he gives it on initial contact, so it was just outside the box. If the foul or persistent fouling, maybe you could give it a penalty. I will say one thing. I think first of all, if he's gonna give it, he's gonna give a free kick because it's a penalty. It's not a penalty because he'll give it for the first initial contact just outside the box. But for me, I will say if there was a 1v1 situation, wasn't there, where there was an argument. The Birmingham player could have got sent off for being last man. Leicester's was the same, so at least he's been inconsistent all around for me, the ref.
Yeah. Down to third, Luke. We were top for a bit. We're down to third now. But you see, Birmingham, I mean, they're only just now 2 points ahead of Huddersfield. So they have really, if Huddersfield win today, they're in the bottom three. So it's not going to be an easy game. And Betty said he's full of it in the middle, and she's a Birmingham fan as well. I don't think he's been good for either team, and I'm not saying that, I think he's been just as bad for Birmingham. Guys, I'm going to let you go as I get prepared for the second half. Thanks very much, all the best, and I will see you, fingers crossed, for a winning score at full time.
Hopefully so, mate. That's all we can do.
Yeah, if we lose, it's Stacker's fault. See you later.
Oh, get him out. Get him out. Kid, go on. Get him out. Yeah, you and all, mate. Take the lead when he scores.
I don't know who did it first, me or him. I'll see you at full time, buddy.
See you at full time, mate.
Yes. All right, so the players are out for the second half. James Justin on. Justin on for Doyle. Wow. So Leicester about to kick off in the second half. And we're away. So Leicester now back as not back. They started in all in blue. They're still all in blue. So Justin on for Doyle. Surprised at that, to be honest with you, but only because Doyle hadn't particularly done anything wrong. Now, this is the third meeting. Say Leicester now coming forward on the far side. I'm back to full screen, guys. So please discuss things with the mods. It's a goal kick to Ipswich, though. Taru tried to get the ball in. Leicester all in blue, kicking from right to left. So they're kicking towards the Kop or the north stand. The Kop, though, really, isn't it? Birmingham in their red shirts and red socks, or away kit with black shorts, are now kicking towards the south stand, therefore left to right. Leicester come forward now. This is Justin on the ball. He gets the cross in. Good cross in, to be fairness. Dewsbury Hall, Dackard to Dewsbury Hall. Now out to Mavadidi. And gets a corner. Now, on Norwich, we went behind and came back. Can we come back? Corner off Laird of Birmingham. It looks like it's going to be Mavadidi taking it. Yes, he is. Dewsbury Hall giving them an option, but it's a very wide option. Into the box. Oh. No, Justin went down. No penalty, says the referee. All the way back to Hermansen. Midway to the in our own half. Chips it forward this time, but a bad ball again by Hermansen. And he can't find the player, and it's out for a Birmingham throw-in. Just discussing whether that was a penalty or not. The referee not in the best position, says Jerry Taggart. Referee. Oh, again! He left it very late. And gives it away. So Dewsbury Hall Slips, but manages to keep hold of the ball. Gets past 2 players. Well done, Dewsbury Hall. Gets past the third, then he's pulled over. Advantage played on, and it's out now to Mavadidi on this near side. He's in the box. Oh, it hits the player, hits the defender. He's going to be out for a throw-in. Kieran Dewsbury Hall, what a move. Kieran Dewsbury Hall, past 2, then goes past the third. So Faz out to Fatawu with Faz. Oh, is that a corner? Yes, it is. It's a corner. Now, Leicester starting off the second half, how they started off the first half, on top. So Ipswich are on top with 87. Leeds second on 86 on goal difference. Leicester third on 86. Southampton fourth on 75. Kieran Dewsbury Hall. So Mavadidi seems to take the kicks on the left. On the right, it's Dewsbury Hall, not Fatawu. It's into the box. Oh, Faz got up there. But it is booted up and under. Ricardo. Control. Oh, come on, referee. Oh, referee played, chucks it into the box. Oh, fucking hell. How the hell? What a cross. What a cross. I think that was Fatawu. Fatawu who missed the header there. And out for a goal kick. Oh, my God. It was a foul. There was a foul. Advantage played. It was Mavadidi on. Yeah, Mavadidi crosses it over, and it was Ricardo, was it, on the end of it? Oof. Sorry, it was indeedy that. Referees played a couple of good advantages. Oh, Fatawu, what a shot! What a shot. Advantage again. And an excellent shot. Two saves there from Ruddy in quick succession. I think Ruddy's going to be the pain of our arse today, I'll tell you. I think he's going to be one of those that stops most things. Fatawu goes past the defender. Oh! I don't know what that was. I don't know whether it was a pass, cross, shot. He's got a mate in the space centre he was trying to reach. All right, here we go. I need this now. Your last chance, Thatcher. It's my last. It is my last can before I move on to another brand. Shots, hits the target more often than Fatawu, who's just had his shot saved. Thatcher's, it's your last chance. Shameless plug there. If you want to sponsor me, Thatcher's. Cheers. Can't beat a bit of Thatcher's. Hermanson gets it to Justin. It was an up and under, but Justin controlled it well. Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Lovely play. Justin brings it away, but he can't control it. Oh, Vestergaard. Excellent defending. Great defending. There was a foul against Stansfield, who was the Birmingham City player going forward. 1-1. 1-1 as we stand at the moment. We can still do. We need a draw's not going to be. Well, it won't be the end of the world, but we do really need a win. Ricardo, Winks. Out to Faz now on the far side. His hair blowing in the wind. Plays it into Daka. Daka turns. Winks. Ndidi. Fatawu. Oh, couldn't get past the player. Goes out for a Leicester throw. This is good from Leicester. But we need the goal. We need the goal. Ndidi. Fatawu chips it across. Oh, Daka tries to backheel it. But nobody there behind him. Mavididi, Kieran Dewsbury does the overlap. It's going to be a corner. It's all Leicester at the moment. Can Birmingham survive? They're putting a lot of players behind the ball. Coventry 2-0! Coventry 2-0! Yes, yes, yes. Come on, Leicester. It's in our hands. Coventry 2-0. Wow. Bad corner, but it is still with Leicester, with Winks. Plays it out now to Fatawu on the far side. Ndidi offers the overlap. Chips it in. Oh! Huge penalty shout there off Vestergaard. Wow. This referee... Yeah! Justin pulled over. But it's 2-0 to Coventry. Whoa. Come on now, Leicester. The referee should have had to give that penalty. What was he thinking? Winks now, takes the ball. Plays it out. His cross was cut out, but it still ends up with Leicester. Fatawu on the far side. Ndidi running in, but it's going to go out for a corner. Yes, it is. This referee, he does not like giving penalties, but it is. Coventry 2, Leeds United 0. Leicester move above Leeds into second on goals scored. We've both got plus 42. Fatawu now taking this corner after everything I said before. Left-footed, it's going to come in. Doesn't get it past the first player. Daka's kept it in, though. It's played well. Gets it back to Fatawu. Crosses in, but it's headed clear. Only as far as Winks. Mavididi now on this near side. Oh, he's got to close another. It's a corner on this near side now. Come on, Leicester. Mavididi. Right-footed. Into the box. Oh, Vestergaard gets his head on it. That's twice. But Ruddy goes up. I don't think it would have probably gone in, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. I mean, yeah, we are above Leeds United. We are in second on the fact that we've scored 3 more goals. Fatawu was pulled down there. Honestly, this referee, he's absolutely got no spherical objects. Oh, he has. He's finally shown a yellow card. Well done. Millwall have gone ahead at Stoke, I'm guessing it is. Let's have a look. Millwall. Oh, no. I don't know what's happened here, but for some reason, Millwall have gone up. So 3 changes on 57 minutes for Birmingham. Let's have a look at the scores. Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0. Hull 2, Cardiff 0. I'm not sure what's happening with those other games, but 3 subs for Birmingham. So at the moment, Birmingham, though, they've got to be looking at this. They are in 21st, 2 points ahead of Huddersfield. I mean, they have got a better goal difference by 4 goals, so they're not going to lose by that many goals. So unless Huddersfield can somehow get the win, I think Huddersfield are going to be staying in the bottom 3. Sheffield Wednesday down there as well. Rotherham, as we know, are relegated. So 3 subs now for Birmingham. Nothing yet for... Well, we've had the 1 sub at half-time. James Justin, who's on the ball, plays it back to Mads Hermansson, who's halfway out of his goal. Well, halfway to the halfway line. 227 in. How many likes have we got, guys? Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Yes. LCFC, how you doing? How you doing? 239 in. Come on, guys. How many likes do we have? One of the mods, check for me, please. Fresh meat, Betty. I'm going to have meat for my tea, I think. 91 likes. Come on, 9 more. We got 100 likes. Oh, indeed, he couldn't quite get on the end of it. It's a goal kick to Birmingham. Coming up to the half-hour mark. Jamie Vardy's warming up by the look of it. Oh, no, it's going to be the sub. 60th minute. Vardy gets the captain's armband off Ricardo. Immediately runs over. Daka is off. Luke could be having an orgasm now. Yeah, we know, Reese. We do know. Thank you, Scott. Come on. Let's get those lights up. Coventry doing us a huge favour as it stands. But it's purely on the fact that we've scored more goals. That is very tenuous. Oh, Leicester tried to play a dummy and ended up looking dummies. Oh. Justin back to Hermansson. Birmingham City fans getting excited every time a ball is passed back to Hermansson. Jamie Vardy, 3 in 4 against Birmingham. Oh, lovely play. Oh, it's through! Indeed, he is through! Oh, and he caught! Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh! Indeed, he had Vardy inside. He tried to pull it onto his other foot and he actually ended up tackling himself. Oh, why wasn't Vardy on? Vardy would have put that away. Cardiff have got one back. It's now Cardiff 1, Hull City 3. Out to Faz on the far side. 249 in. Choose me home! Ah, Vardy gets his head on it, but it's wide. If you are new, please do subscribe to the chat. It would, or to the channel. It really, really, really would help a lot. Scott, brilliant, mate. Love it. Hermansson on the ball. 108, is that 108 likes? Guys, love you all. Thank you very, very much indeed. Let's have a look how we're doing on the subs. Free kick to Leicester on the far side, just in front of Enzo's technical area. (3-2-3-2). Can we get up to 3-2-4-0? We need 8 subs by the end of the show. Come on, guys. It helps the channel. Reese, you can't have that without having VAR, can you, really? Oh, indeedy. What is it? He gives up so easy in this game, indeedy. 63 minutes gone. 252 in. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you are enjoying the show. Indeed, now, was it handball? The referee says it was handball, but of course that's no guarantee. 114 likes, guys. You are spot on. Like I say, give us a subscribe as well. That would be perfect. Thank you very, very much. 66% possession to Leicester. 12 shots for us. 6 on target. 7 for Birmingham. 2 on target. They've not had a corner yet. 8 corners to Leicester, but this is a free kick to Birmingham. Taken short on the far side, halfway in the Leicester, into the Leicester half. Throw to Leicester on this near side. Almost equal with the penalty box. Justin. To Dewsbury Hall, back to Justin. It's a high up and under. Could go anywhere though. But it has gone to a Birmingham City player who's in the box. Oh, right-footed shot, but straight down the throat of Manson. Goes down on his knees, no problem at all. So Blackburn 0, Southampton 0, Cardiff 1, Hull 3, Coventry 2, Leeds 0, Huddersfield 0, Millwall 0, Leicester 1, Birmingham 1, Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0, QPR 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1 at the moment, Stoke 0, West Brom 2, Sunderland, Bristol City, Watford, Preston are both 0-0. And, of course, earlier on it was Norwich 1, Ipswich 0. Birmingham now coming back into the game. Faye's doing his job there, defending well. Forces the player out. Oh, then it's out, and it's going to be a Leicester goal kick. Taken quickly by Faz to Vestergaard. Yep, 66 minutes there. Vichai, the crowd doing the Vichai song. Just showing top. Sat next to John Rudkin. He applauds the fans singing there. It would have been Vichai's 66th birthday on Thursday. Happy posthumous birthday to the chairman, the boss, as we call him. Vichai is being very thankful and applauding the fans back. And they said, would we sing that on 66 minutes? Myself, a couple of the other Leicester City fan sites, including Leicester Fan TV, who came up with it, messaged me and said, yeah, let's get behind it. Let's do it. And the fans were brilliant. So, Kieran Dewsbury Hall Ricardo. Indeedy. Out to Fatawu. We're running out of time now. Fatawu. Lots of red shirts back. Can't get it past the defender though. We are running out of time, everybody. But Fatawu comes again. Oh. Couldn't quite get to Dewsbury Hall. The deflection just took it beyond him, but Mavididi doing his tricks in the box. Chips it up. Oh. Indeed, he couldn't quite get to it. Justin. Mavididi now. Justin does the overlap. He chips into the box. Oh, but too high. Bad. And straight through to Ruddy. Appreciate that, Stefan. Cheers, buddy. Well, 70 minutes coming up on the clock. I would have thought if we were going to get a second, we would have done it by now. It would be a shame. It would be a shame, you know, if we didn't go top because of that mistake by Mads. Aberdeen tries to bring the Birmingham player down. Oh, the shot was just wow. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Mavididi, WWF on the player right in front of the linesman. I think, but he got the ball, so the advantage was played by the referee, and he took the shot. Oh, I actually think that was a corner. I think Manson got a hand to it. Vestergaard out to Justin on this near side, turns, plays it into the middle. Vardy. Get up, don't sit down there and moan, get your arse up and get on with the game. Birmingham fighting for their lives, it has to be said. But at the moment, they're fighting well. Faz. To Ricardo on the right. Oh, and Fatawu got the ball. Indeed, he made the run, but it came off the Birmingham player for a throw-in. So, on the far side for Leicester, just inside the Birmingham half, with Faz out to, back in the middle to Vestergaard, brings it forward, plays a lovely ball out to Mavididi, who plays it inside to Justin, to Winks, back to Justin. Sorry, it was Vardy, sorry. And Vardy, to me, needs to be... I mean, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players higher up the pitch than Vardy. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, Mavididi couldn't quite get on it. Dewsbury Hall took a shot, took a deflection, fell to Mavididi, but it was kind of a bit of a weak shot. I don't think he was cut well. I don't think he could really. He shot it into the ground. So we had an tap there, and there was 5 Leicester City players higher up the pitch than Jamie Vardy. Now, Faz with a good. Birmingham now. We've got to be careful, Leicester. Oh, behind the players there from the Birmingham guy. Ball over the top. Can Vardy get? I mean, Vardy's going to run for all his life. That is how you do it, Indeedy. That is how you do it. You don't give up until the ball's gone out. Well done, Jamie Vardy. Indeed, he looks at it and goes, well, that's going out. I'm not going to go for it. He's done that a couple of times. With Vardy, well, he says, until that ball's out, I'm running for it. 8 minutes. Dewsbury Hall gets the ball from Winks. Justin gets it. Nearly falls over himself, but gets it to Mavididi. Into Winks. Back out to Justin on this near side. Back to Winks. Winks plays it all the way across the field, but it was but it was too far ahead of Faz and not quite ahead enough for Fatawu. And it's a throw in with Faz on the far side. But the last 15 minutes, we're edging closer. Well, are we going to miss this opportunity? Because that's what it will be. It will be a missed opportunity. Mavididi. Justin. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, does control it in the end. Back to Winks. Winks to Faze on the far side. Pass out to Fatawu on the far side. He's looking to bring it in. He doesn't. Ricardo chips it in. Oh. Doesn't quite get on the end of it, Dewsbury Hall. Mavididi, though. And he'll take the corner. And it's a corner now for Leicester City. 74 minutes and a half played. We are coming up to the last 15 minutes. The last quarter of the game. Mavididi, corner up. Oh, Faz goes down, but of course the referee gets penalty box blindness. Mavididi looking for assistance, gets it off Winks. Winks to Justin on this near side. He's going to chip the ball into the box, but no Leicester player there. Faz cushions it to Ricardo. Back to Faz. Faz to Mavididi. Fatawu. Back to Faz. Keep forgetting we change at half times. Vestergaard. Leicester now, they're playing very nice one-touch football. But Fatawu can't get it past, but it goes out for a Leicester throw. Halfway inside the Birmingham half on the far side. 15 minutes left to play. Plus, of course, any stoppage time. Well, Faz now. Goes all the way back to Hermansen. Come on, Leicester. 15 minutes gone. So they're attacking us now, Birmingham. Drawing a little bit of possession for a few minutes. But it goes all the way back to to Ruddy in the goal. At the moment, Huddersfield now have dropped down to 23rd. Sheffield Wednesday are in 22nd. 1 point behind Birmingham. Sheffield Wednesday's goal difference is so bad that Birmingham won't drop into the zone. Stoker got one back. Sheffield Wednesday led 1-0 up at QPR. So Vestergaard in the centre circle. To Winks has got it. Plays it out to Faz on the far side. Oh. Winks managed to hold on to the ball despite the challenge from the Birmingham player. It comes all the way out to this side. Mavididi, he's going to run into the box. Dewsbury Hall, but he's got two players on him. And now Birmingham can break. Vestergaard did his job. Oh, good goalkeeping there by Hermansson, I've got to say. Came out well. I thought he was offside. "78 minutes gone. If we don't win this, that will be such a chance missed. Mavididi now coming forward. Come on, guys. Oh, he plays in, but it's charged down by the Birmingham player, and they're going to get it away. No, they're not. They're still not got it away. And Dewsbury Hall now. He gets it across, but it's down in straight into the arms of Ruddy. They're getting so many players back, Birmingham City. I'm not saying Birmingham City are parking the bus, but there's no spaces left in the car park. Birmingham City will be thanking Ruddy by the end of this game if it stays like this. Southampton and Blackburn are drawing. So two changes here by Birmingham. Vestergaard literally pushing the Leicester player off the pitch. The Birmingham player off the pitch. Tell him to get on with it. So fresh legs for Birmingham on the 80th minute. Can Leicester make any? Who's Leicester got left on the substitutes bench? We got Marchal, we got Atgun, we got Pratt, Iheanacho. Now, Alfatawu, the corner. Is it? Just overhit it there. Double change coming up here for Leicester on the 80th minute. Pratt, as I said, Pratt and Eunice are coming on. Bataru is off, which I'm surprised that he's not had a particularly bad game. And indeed, he is coming off for Pratt. So Eunice is on for Fatawu and Pratt is on for Ndidi. Now, we both know they've got a goal in them, but can they do that? Can they? We've got 9 minutes plus stoppage time to get us back to the top of the table. Oh, Vestergaard and Manson. We need to just... I'd have brought a defender on, sent Vestergaard up top, to be honest with you, and just plugged those balls up. We haven't got Albrighton, unfortunately, on the bench today. Oh, Leeds have got a goal back. Leeds have got a goal back. Leicester down to third. Leicester going to be down to third on goal difference. And we've only ourselves to blame. Well, we've only Hermansson to blame. So Leeds have got one back. We need another goal, and then Leeds will need 2. Late Leeds goal as normal, but fair play to them. So Faust on the right, plays it into Vestergaard in the middle. Oh, Ricardo's got it. Pratt, Eunice, Faz. Oh. He couldn't decide what to do, Faz, and they got the foot in, did the defenders. Coventry 2, Leeds 1. That's just helped Leeds get into second place on goal difference. Like I say, if we lose this, it's ourselves to blame. Mavadidi and Vardy. Oh my fucking God! How did that not go in? Panic defending there by Birmingham. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ruddy is going to be man of the match if it won't, you know, if you put it for a neutral. Oh, Pratt. How did Eunice not shoot? What did Eunice do there? I mean, the ball fell to him. He should have just had a shot. Tried to get that second touch in, and it ended up getting cleared away. The idea of bringing somebody on is that they will be better. Oh, referee, what the fuck are you doing? Referee, you are fucking shit. Oh, come on. Come on. Two arms round Vardy. Referee needs sacking. This referee is fucking useless. He's an absolute arsehole. Who is this referee? Oh, double save from Hermerson on the 85th minute. Now, come on, Leicester. So throwing. Eunice couldn't quite control it. It was a heavy pass from Vardy. David Webb. David fucking Webb. Fucking useless. And Hermerson having to come right into the centre circle to kick the ball up. Vestergaard coming forward. Onto Dennis Pratt. Dennis Pratt still got the ball to Eunice. Eunice chips it in. Yeah! Mamanini! 2-1! 87 minutes! Come on! Come on, Leicester City! 2-1! Mamanini! Across there! Across from, I think it was Eunice! Straight into the box. Mamanini with the header. 2-1 to Leicester City. Mamanini. He's probably going to get a booking because he's taking his shirt off. He's holding the shirt up to the crowd. Pataru's off the bench as well, celebrating. Dennis Pratt had it on the edge of the box. Plays it out to Eunice. Eunice left-footed in. Oh, header down into the ground. Eunice, I've got to say, fair play to Eunice. 2-0, 2-1, 2-2-1. I don't shave down there. I don't shave like a Brazilian. 88 minutes, 397 in. How many of you are subscribed? How many of you like the video? Come on. Leicester City back to the top of the league. There'll probably be about 20 minutes added on. Lovely goal. Yes, it was. I mean, I was blaming Eunice a minute. Now Leicester coming forward again. Oh, that was behind Dewsbury Hall. Yeah, indeed, Jeff. Yes, indeed. That good. I mean, fair play. I shot him down. I shot him down for missing, as did Tags. And yet, he came in. It was a superb cross. And for once, it was perfectly weighted. Met the player. Hermanson just kicking upfield. Don't do anything stupid, Hermanson. Hold on for the win now, boys. Come on, Leicester. We got the game in hand as well. Mavadidi. Yeah, but everybody's celebrating. Oh, Eunice again on the edge of the box. Ricardo. Back to Eunice. 89 minutes. We'll wait to see how long it's going to be added on. Five. Where did they get these from? Where did they get these from? If anybody, Scott, if anybody did celebrate before I shouted, do you know what to do? You know what to do with mods? Gray, anybody? You know, you should have seen it. I wasn't watching it. I know there's 5 minutes. This is Leicester City. We should have had a few penalties. The ref, absolutely awful. 90 minutes. I'm on, honestly. If I had a dog, this is when I'd be taking it out for a walk. I really would. So into the 91st minute. We have got 343 watching. We've got 156 likes. Come on, guys, smash those likes. You don't know how it helps the channel. YouTube, see how many likes are on these videos. And if you're not subscribed, it puts it onto your homepage. So hopefully then you will subscribe. And if you are new and you haven't done yet, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help. A lot of work goes into bringing you these shows. Please do subscribe. We'll give you as many watch-alongs as we are able to. The ball goes all the way through, and Manson comes out and collects it. Go on, let's get it down us. Come on. Oh, my God. Please sub and please like the video, guys. Come on. Just get, as Tags has just said, sometimes the most stupid thing is the obvious. Keep it in the Birmingham half as long as we can. Mavadidi leads the throw in to James Justin. There's a balloon on the pitch. Well, I say balloon, it could be a condom, to be honest with you, the way it's looking blown up. Oh, then Leicester City lose it. Oh. Anyway, we'll do for Birmingham. Where does that leave Birmingham in the table? Birmingham are now in the bottom 3. I don't know how. Oh, yeah. Huddersfield have got 43. Birmingham have got 42. It's a goal kick, is it? It's a free kick. It's a free kick. Ruddy's taking it on the near side, just outside the box. A long kick upfield from Ruddy for the free kick. 89 minutes at Coventry. I don't know what their stadium's called anymore. But they're winning 2-1. At the moment, it is Watford and Preston are kicked off. No, that's full time. Watford 0, Preston 0. 94 minutes coming up now. Leicester City 2, Birmingham City 1. Please don't do anything stupid, Leicester. Don't do anything stupid. Oh, indeed, he tried to get it upfield, but it's cut out. It's over to a Birmingham player on the right-hand side. Runs at Leicester. Comes into the middle. Leicester need to get it. It's in the wrong half for Leicester at this stage. We're into the 95th minute. 94 minutes, 20 seconds. Oh, that's a free kick. Yes, Vardy. Vardy knows what to do. Vardy goes down. Gets. Oh wow, that hurt. I did have a clapper, but I've lost it. A substitution. Cody's coming on in the 94th minute and 41 seconds. Cody is coming on for LTiDtv. LTiDtv getting a standing ovation. Leicester fans are leaving. How can you leave, Leicester fans? Unless you're going a long way home, and of course I used to do that, so I'll let you off. LTiDtv coming off, he's taking the applause and applauding back to the fans. 95 minutes we've gone over now, but Cody is on. Cody is on just to shore up that defence. At least he'll get his match appearance money. Huddersfield is over. 1-0 they've beaten Millwall. Blackburn 0, Southampton 0. It's a throw in to Birmingham, right on the far side, right next to the corner flag. Come on now. Come on, Leicester. The referee's got to blow soon, surely. Vardy, you'll get a corner. They'll get a corner. We've played 96 minutes and 7 seconds. We've gone over the 5. The referee's talking into his mic. He's looking at his watch. He's going to add time on for the substitution, obviously. Remember, if you're watching it, you're ahead of me. No spoilers. Spoilers will get you kicked. There it is! It's over! Leicester City 2, Birmingham City 1. It's over at Coventry. That's finished. Coventry 2, Leeds 1. Norwich have beaten Ipswich 1-0 earlier on today. It's all over. It's all over. Leicester City 3 points thanks to Stefan LTiDtv. He's down on the pitch praying. He gets hugs from Ndidi as he comes off. It's 2-1. No more than Leicester deserved. They were the better team throughout. Fair play to Birmingham. They did give it a go. I'm not going to say they didn't. They did what they had to do. They were fighting for their lives. And they tried to get the point. Would have been well for them. Birmingham have dropped into the bottom 3. But it's Leicester City 2, Birmingham 1.
Yes! 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 Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh. I'll have what she's having. I'll have what she's having.
Leeds, if you are watching, Leeds fans, put that bus back in the fucking garage. Tell you what, as Luke would say, take the knees. All I can say is Corin Bailey-Ray, Mel B, Marco Pierre-White, Gabby Logan, Matthew Lewis, Barry Cryer, Angela Griffin, Helen Fielding, Nicola Adams, Lee Francis, Malcolm McDowell, Chris Moyles, Damien Hurst, Gary Schofield, James Milner, Jeremy Paxman, Melanie Brown, Calvin Phillips, Ricky Wilson, Tom Wilkinson, Vic Reeves. Your boys are no longer top of the league. We are number one. Where's that fucking bus now? It's nowhere to be seen. And do you know why? Because you lost to Coventry. We are gone top of the league. We've got a game in hand. Where's all that Leeds cockiness now? I'll tell you where it is. It's fucking nowhere because we won. We won today. Oh, what a result it has been. Let me add that in there. Look at that beauty there. 2-1 to Leicester. We are top of the league. Where the fuck are Leeds? Basically, who the fuck cares? Luke, come on in. Take the knee, Leeds fans, eh?
Take the knee, Leeds fans. Where are you, Easy B? Fuck off with pleasure, you coward. You're hiding. You're not here. You're an absolute coward. Take the knee. We're all the supporters now. Yes, touch wood. Let's not jinx ourselves. Do all your superstitions.
Yeah. I've got to say, when I was playing the I'll Be Back video, I was actually trying to load that picture up below, but I kept pressing the wrong button. My hands were shaking. They still are. Look, I can't get over. Leicester never do anything easy. We never do anything easy, do we, Brad?
No, but it sure is fun when we get it right. I mean, hey, Chris, what's the difference between Leicester dropping points and, what's the difference between Leicester dropping points in an early kickoff and Ipswich dropping points in an early kickoff?
I don't know, Brad.
Well, I will tell you, Chris, when Leicester dropped points, Leeds dropped points in their own estimations. They couldn't get the win. Leicester, Ipswich drop points, Leeds drop points, Leicester give it to the lily whites, whatever you are. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Up the Football League we go. Where are you, Leeds fans? Where are you, Leeds fans?
Leeds, a few weeks ago, you were saying that you were the best team in the league. Leeds, you're not even the second best team in the league anymore. You're the third best team in the league. 86 points. I don't care if you finish above us and we make it and we end up in the playoffs. I'm enjoying this moment for what it is.
Chris,
and this gentleman helped me out on Tuesday. He's in to help us out today. And Neil, good evening, sir. How good does that feel?
Almost as good as you, Chris. Please, I beg of you, that opening 30 seconds to this show, please make it a short. I will watch that over and over. That's one of the best things I've seen in a while. I love the passion. You have had that pent up for a while. I think we all have. Look, I'm one, I don't want to tempt fate, but if Carling did results and performances, that was I don't know about you guys, we were watching a match and it was one of those where I don't think we said a single thing for about 20 minutes. It was like we were doing an exam or something, or playing chess. We were so concentrated, but to be fair, we were playing really well, but thank God that went in. But great goal. Buzzing, gotta say.
Ronald, I did miss him out on purpose. I had a list up here of people that were born in Leeds, and the one that you said, Ronald, and I'm not going to put it up now because I'm not going to give him any. I know he's no longer with us, but Rene, exactly. And they were laughing at my rant there. I will clip that. Chris, secure your chair. I thought you were caking off. Tell you what, this is already. I'm fat anyway, so I've broken the thing off it, but it's already broken. Get in, Chris. Shitty Leeds. Let's just go through a few of these. Chris, we are going up. We are going up. Well, look on that one. Yeah, we are back, baby, says King Doms. Keep the ball, Leicester. I smells victory. No, that was Brad farting, but never mind. Brad, I mean, and Gray, thank you so very much, mate. I will be buying some more of the old Thatcher's Gold, who had the chance to sponsor this show. They haven't replied to me despite me tagging them in it. And this is the last can of Thatcher's. So I'm going to be moving on to another cider next week, unless Thatcher's you get in contact with me. Shameless plug. Get them at B&Q 99p. King Tom says, feels good today. But no, thanks, great. Really do appreciate that. Brad, I don't know where to start. I mean, let's start and say the obvious one. Anybody go 2-1? King Dom went 2-1. Well done, sir. You went 2-1 there. Well done.
Chris, do you want the news now?
Stern went 2-1 as well. Give me the news.
You will be doubly happy, Chris. You're having a blinding week because you got the Coventry lead score right. 3 points.
Yes, Billy! 3 points in the prediction league. Where are you, Brad? You know...
I got a point from it. I also backed Coventry to win, and I've got a couple of double 3-pointers as well as you. So I'm doing my best, Leeds United. I'm after you with games in hand.
Oh dear. Anil, I'll just have a look at that in a second. But Brad, look, come on. Your thoughts on that second half? Madsen Manson has got to go out and buy Mavididi a full steak meal and as much beer as he wants tonight, hasn't he?
He certainly does, because he's bailed us out in a game where it kind of started to go for that familiar pattern, didn't it? A team on top, controlling the game, which we did. Let's be honest, the scoreline doesn't reflect how much we controlled it, but we controlled it, and it just felt like one of them games. I actually wrote down in my second half notes, Chris, at about 83 minutes going, will this be a point gained or 2 dropped? Because I felt like Birmingham, look, it was definitely a game where you could tell one team was going for a title, one team was trying to take a point for their situation at the bottom, and Birmingham had the bus well and truly parked for the majority of that second half. And there was that little bit going, oh, is this just going to be one of them, not one of our days where we don't nick it? And Mavididi just swept it home. Brilliant cross by Eunice. The substitutes, I always said Enzo makes quality substitutions, never gets them wrong. You never catch us saying earlier on LTiDtv. I wasn't writing, please make subs for 10 minutes before he made the subs. No. Look, Chris, we got it done. And that's what matters. That's all I said. And bonuses all around. Southampton couldn't even win today either. They were boring. So, it gets better.
Yeah, it does. And Anil, I mean, I'll come to you back in a second, Luke. Anil, what a lovely crumble off Delia.
And what's better than 1 crumble is 2. It's unbelievable, actually, how the results went our way. I just wanted to say with Mads, I mean, he did obviously make a big blunder, but I think he had quite a good game other than that. Like in the second half, there was one that I think it was offside, but we didn't know that. And he came rushing out to get the ball off Stansfield when they could have been in there. So, I don't know. I don't want to be too controversial, but I think, playing that way, it's inevitable we're going to give away some goals like that. I do agree with exactly what you were saying, though. It did feel like we were going to have a great performance to just not put it back in the net. I don't know if you saw that bit with Jerry Taggart with Eunice, where he missed from like 1 yard out, not taking a shot. And you're thinking, what are you doing, lad?
I went mad. Mad at that. All he had to do was take the shot. But then, look, football fans, we're fickle. I could go up and give Eunice a kiss, but it was a great cross in, wasn't it?
It was. To be fair, I was pretty mad at that scramble. And just quickly before we talk about that, I spot on agree with everything Anil just said. Vestergaard's lack of pace gets covered a lot by Mads Hermansen. It's a quality that we don't praise enough. So I thought he really redeemed himself that second half. But as for Eunice, what a peach of a pass. He fully redeemed himself. Held it play well a few times as well. I thought that he, and don't forget as well, he's just come on and not playing very often as well. I know it's an easy tap in, but, I think give him the benefit of the doubt.
It is. And, I mean, look, Brad, Coventry were winning 2-0 at one point, which was in our favour. I mean, to go in the top 2 on the fact that we scored 3 more goals, but we take it. Then Leeds get 1 back and we go down to 3rd. We were just being Leicester, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. And even if Leicester don't do things Leicester ways, other clubs make sure they do enough to keep us on tender hooks. And that's why I was starting to think, yes, Coventry beating Leeds is a good idea. It's good. Is it a point? And up until that goal, I was still kind of like, is it? Is it not? Let's hope this. We need the goal now, because knowing our luck now, we'll see this game out to a draw, and Leeds will nick a 94th minute goal. So I didn't want that to happen. So when Mavididi went, you felt the pressure relieve around the stadium, probably all around here, probably some nervous farts around on the Watchalong, Chris. I'm not sure, but that's just what we need to do today. Today was, I kind of wanted the performance, and to a degree I got it because it was fairly controlled by Leicester. Birmingham didn't really offer a lot. But like I said, kind of like what we said to Norwich, I didn't care if it come off Wout Face's butt cheek in the 96th minute. The fact that it was a good goal by LTiDtv, great header, well persistent.
You're running out of butt cheeks to quote Brad.
I know, I'm running out of them. I've got another 11. I'm going to have to start. You've got to start on
substitutes now. First of all, see you, Rene. Thanks for popping in. We had 400 in at one point watching. It's totally amazing. Hopefully, we've got a few subscribers out of that. The likes are up to the nearly up to the 200, 187. Let me just update that. So thanks to everybody who has smashed their likes. 186. Must have been a Leeds fan that left. Commiserations to Carlisle, who have been relegated to League Two today. But just to run through the full times, was it 1-0 last night? I can't remember.
Yes, it was.
Plymouth, yeah. The Plymouth won 1-0 last night. Today's result, Norwich in the early kickoff. It was Norwich 1, Ipswich 0, Blackburn 0, Southampton 0, Cardiff 1, Hull 3, Coventry 2, Leeds United. Sorry, 1. That was very unprofessional of me. Huddersfield 1, Millwall 0. Leicester City 2, Birmingham 1, just in case you didn't know. Middlesbrough 2, Swansea 0, QPR 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Stoke 2, West Brom 2, Sunderland 0, Bristol City 0, Watford 0, Preston 0. A few draws in there, probably not the ones I went for, knowing my luck. So as it stands, played 40, and in first place, Leicester City on 88. Ipswich second with 87. I'll try and bring the table up in a second. Leeds third on 86. Southampton fourth on 75. And at the bottom, Rotherham, who we know got relegated last night, in 24th on 23. Sheffield Wednesday, despite winning today, are still in 23rd with 42 points. Birmingham, after losing to us, have actually dropped into 22nd place. So they're in the relegation zone on 42. Huddersfield 43, Millwall 44, Plymouth 44, Stoke 46, QPR 46, Blackburn 46, Swansea 47. All of those teams, Neil, have all got to be looking over their shoulders. And we played Blackburn on the last day of the season, and we've got Plymouth coming up next Friday.
Yeah, it's huge, isn't it? I mean, I'm still a bit nervous. I don't know about you, but I always thought the two big ones, we've got Southampton followed by West Brom, and I am still a little bit nervous about them. Because personally, I don't think we're going to win all of our games between now and the end of the season. I will expect us to drop points in at least one. But this is really great that everyone else has, because that means we can actually afford that. So we'll see. But yeah, I think everyone will be nervous. And, that was a ballsy performance. So I'm just so relieved.
How are you? I mean, come on. Have you calmed down? I'd imagine you had the biggest smile on your face I could see in the green room, Luke.
I was laughing at your passionate intro. I was excited to do something similar. I can't top that, so it was brilliant.
Thank you. But it's back in our hands.
It's as Brad said earlier, mate. It's always been in our hands, and we have a game in hand. The results went our way. We're very fortunate, but at the end of the day, we just have to worry about what we're doing and not what everyone else around us is doing. So keep putting performances like that, and we've built on from the momentum has been built on upon the Norwich win. Okay, so it's a shame we didn't get a third, but hey, we look a lot better than we did.
You say we were fortunate, maybe with the other results, but we weren't fortunate in this game. This game was the most deserved. I thought that was a great performance.
No, I meant fortunate as in teams around us. I mean the results around us with Leeds and both Ipswich dropping points is why I say we're fortunate. Sorry.
Because that would have been criminal if we hadn't got something like that. Especially as how did they not give us that penalty? Sorry to jump in here, but that was shocking as well. It was a clear pull
Which
down.
Penalty? There was two or three. I
know.
I mean, Brad, I'm going to come to you because do you remember, Brad? Cast your mind back. It's only a few weeks. You don't have to go back too far. I did a special that was saying, I'd got a Leeds fan, an Ipswich fan, and a Leicester fan, and a Southampton fan. And I got us all to predict the scores. And then I got Doug, who was a neutral. But those four fans all predicted their own results. And I have them here. Let me just save this and say that why can I honestly, I'm still shaking. I literally cannot type anything. I'm so shaking. But do you remember, Brad?
I do, and the smile's starting to creep across my face now. I remember.
And Neil, thank you, sir. You are a gentleman. Because of everything Chris ran. I can rant a lot. Neil. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. But I made a note of them, and there's all the scores here. Now, do you remember the Leeds fan, who normally, in fairness, is a pretty decent Leeds fan, predicted that Leeds wouldn't lose for the rest of the season?
How's that tasting, Carl? Take the knee. Take the knee, mate. That's classic. That's what happens when you put the cart in front of the horse, because Leeds fans went top, got all dizzy off the fumes of being that high up in an altitude that they couldn't breathe, and they suddenly remembered that there was still 8 games to go at that point, and Leicester could easily just go back top if they played the game in hand and won it. And now look at you. What were we saying, Chris? All Leicester need to do is get to that game in hand in a position where they're already in first place. If they can do that, we'll go on to win the league. And now, Chris, I don't know if it's all right to use football chants on this channel. I suppose it is, isn't it? But it's all gone quiet over there. I'm not. I can't hear Leeds, mighty third place.
Can I just say it probably is a matter that all the fans are male fans are in the bedrooms with the sisters. No aspersions here, but just say that.
Unfortunately, they lost the game, Chris. So it's probably the cousin this time.
Probably. Can I just say, Neil, you hold your head over that. That was Brad that brought that up first. That was Brad.
I may have made some forms of remarks.
I'm just going to put you in the back, guys, because there's somebody that's a lot more beautiful than you three all put together. So I'm going to bring you in. Hey, it's David. Yes. Oh, he wishes. Kate. Wow.
Hello.
Wow. I've had eggs. I'm not to be honest with you. A little wee came out of me.
Ditto, mate. Ditto. Oh, stressful, isn't it?
About you, my pelvic floor isn't supposed to do things like that.
Oh man, it felt like those good Premier League years. That game where you felt it was gonna happen. You just didn't know when. I thought we played so well today. Really exciting game of football as well. Really progressive today, which I was pleased to see. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
I mean, I don't know what the atmosphere must have been like there. Mad Sir Manson, look, I was pissed off with him at the time. I'm not going to lie, but in fairness to him, he had a good game. He had a double save. I mean, Ruddy was the busier of the two goalkeepers, and he was probably the man of the match. If you were a neutral, because he kept Birmingham in it. But I mean, describe what emotions did you go through? Because we were started third, then we went to first, then we were second, then we went back down to third.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we dominated the first half an hour completely, and then the goal, I'm not going to lie, was absolutely livid. He's been doing that all season, and in a way, I'm kind of glad he's finally got punished for it, because there's been so many of those this season where he's been inches away from doing that, and you just don't need it. You've got to understand the importance and the gravity of the situation to not piss about at the back like that. You just can't. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. But that last 15 minutes made it uncomfortable in the first half, and then second half again. What a display! What a display! I mean, Ricardo and Ndidi, I think, showed how important they are to the game for us. They just make us tick differently, and you could feel it building. The atmosphere was brilliant. It was building and building, getting behind the team. Went a bit quiet first part of the second half, and then the Vichai 66 minutes. Clapping and singing and everything, that just was then maintained for the rest of the game, really. So, and then when Mavididi went in, it just went absolutely bananas. I could see Enzo and the team run off the bench again. I could see Top across from us, like fist pump in the air. So it was just relief. I mean, who doesn't love an 86-minute winner?
Yeah, he doesn't show a lot of emotion, does he? But Top. But when he does, it's a nice little twist. Nice little.
He was probably like, "This is why I own a football club."
The troubles that are going on just for 90 minutes. Look, I mean, from where we were watching, the referee was not just for us, but it was fucking awful for both sides.
I just don't really understand the point of appointing somebody whose job it is to make decisions, who clearly doesn't want to make a decision.
No.
He just didn't want to commit to anything. He stayed out of everything. I'm not sure whether Ruddy came out of his area on one of the incidents. Like, he just wasn't prepared to make any kind of call, and thankfully it wasn't too costly. I'm not sure what happened with the melee in the area where Vestergaard went bananas. I'm not sure what happened there.
They were being pulled round, and Vardy was through clear, and the guy had two arms around him.
Yeah, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. And the linesman, our side in particular, second half, I don't think he'd ever seen offside before in his life, and I could see it from where I was, and the flag just didn't go up. Fortunately, we won the ball back, but the flag never went up. So yeah, it was tough officiating out there today, because they weren't willing to make any kind of big calls. So what's the point in having a job?
No. But that's what we love at Leicester. But we've got to go on and beat Plymouth on Friday night. Are you free on Monday? I mean, you did say
yes, I am.
But then you went off.
I am.
You know.
I know. I am. Yeah, I am. I'm free. We've got Millwall Tuesday, haven't we?
Oh, we got Millwall. I was forgetting Millwall Tuesday. Yes, of course we have.
I'm not going there, but
yeah. To be honest with you,
I know.
Why would you? To be honest with you,
I don't think I trust myself.
No. I've got to ask you. I've just written down your rating and man of the match.
Rating's 8 today, and the man of the match was probably between Matchday and Winks. Winks is back ticking his best again, probably because he's got Wilf and Ricky P around him, but I'm going to go for Matchday. And he absolutely loved scoring the goal. I don't know if you saw afterwards, but even after the whistle had gone, he was running over to the crowd like he'd scored all over again. It meant a load to him today, so it's good to see.
It's called doing a Coventry. That's what we like to see. Kate, have a safe journey home. You haven't got far to go, I don't think, today, have you? So
no.
Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Might even watch the championship show tonight, and that's it.
Yeah, I know, me too. All right, I'll see you Monday.
I'll see you Monday. Safe journey.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Right, let's bring the guys back in. Because this is none of them are as beautiful as Kate. But that's not their fault. That's just the genes. There we go.
I give him a super chat, and that's what I get given back in return.
Yeah, slags you off.
Take it back.
I would agree with you, Chris. I would agree.
Hey, I would include myself in that as well. Do not worry. But oh god,
Would you have loved to have been at the ground for that though? Like, fair play, she just said it there, but it is moments like that. Like, you could hear it just watching the game as well. It would have taken off, wouldn't it, in there?
The 66-minute thing as well. Kate had made a very good point. I'd forgotten, and I had supported Leicester Fan TV. You know, when they copied me in, and I retweeted it or X'd it, whatever. We re-X'd it. That doesn't sound the same, does it? But when they started that, and then I went quiet at my end, and I played that chant, and you suddenly remember this is what we're, and it kind of almost. I mean, the commentator said, wouldn't it be great if Leicester scored in the 66th minute and then we gave the ball away and Birmingham went up the other end? But it does. It was a great sound. The hairs were up on the back of my neck. That was to a Neil, by the way. Sorry.
Oh yeah, an absolutely epic moment. I do wonder though. It's kind of funny, isn't it? I wonder what Top made of it, or what Vichai himself would think, especially of us getting relegated with recent situations. Because, like, to be fair, a lot of people have said it, which is that, clearly we've obviously gambled on the finances to try and succeed, whereas Vichai, a bit of a stronger businessman, maybe. Anyway, maybe let's not get into all of that. But yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting one because, sometimes when you support the club, the thing is that the ownership, whilst they brought us brilliant memories, it does sometimes feel a bit like they just treat us like customers. And that is a bit sad because I can tell you that the fans, well, you're not off, but I mean, the fans.
No, sorry, I'm doing that at Luke's comment. Sorry.
Okay. The fans have a strong connection. Like, I was going to say that, like, I myself have been on the walk for Vichai a few times. And I remember, like, the first time doing that because, I think all the Leicester supporters felt that they owed it to him, right? It's unbelievable to think that we could win a Premier League title. Fair play to Top even for winning the FA Cup. See, I think they should leverage that a bit more, right? Because what I'm saying is, with all this financial trouble, I don't know about you, but the thing that really annoys me is they never told the fans. If they literally told us at the start of the season or last year that we had financial difficulties and we need you to get behind the club, I'm telling you, the fans would 100% have done it because we care for it and we know that, yeah, maybe something's gone wrong. Anyway, I don't want to take the gleam off what's been a brilliant day. And it was very nice to see that. And yeah, Vichai will always get that because, I mean, it's still unbelievable, isn't it? It's like, I can't believe
you still
that,
have to pinch it. I still watch
all
it
the
now.
underdog stories that happen to us.
Definitely.
How
Brad, as a member of the Goalkeepers Union, I'm going to put this to you. I think Barry is being very hard on Mads here. I was screaming blue murder at him, but look, it's how it's told. I still don't understand why goalkeepers don't take goal kicks, especially when the defender passes it back to the goalkeeper. But at 0, he did a great double save at 1-1 in the second half, Brad.
Yeah, Barry, you must have had the worst timing in the world because he made about 4 saves. Now, yeah, you could say that 2 or 3 of them were straight at him, but he had to make the save. And he did. He made a double save. And not just that, but the double save was more important because it was one of them where he kind of got too much on it because it didn't go straight out for a corner. It stayed in play. So that suggested it kind of hit him more on the front part of his arm to keep it in play. He didn't do what most keepers would do in that situation, which is struggle to get back up and go. He knew that as soon as he made contact with the ball, got up and played it out of danger. So it was actually a notable double save to make because that could have easily gone to a Birmingham player who lost it into the box and it's an open goal for them to head in. And then we're having a whole different post-match. So give credit where it's due. Slate him for the goal because it was his fault. I'm not saying it isn't. It definitely was. So give him credit. He did make some saves, but I am glad that it feels like he didn't make too many saves because he realistically was switched on for what he didn't need to. He made 2. He did make 2. I mean, direct saves.
No, I think he means
he's in 1 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's technically a
save.
It
means he'll give him 1. I don't know. These days, everybody to each of their own. If that's your thing, Barry, who am I to moan? If you want to go and give Mads 1, have a good time. Luke, I've got to ask you, I've made a note here. On about the 63rd, 64th minute, Leicester City had an attack. There were 6 Leicester City players upfield. Can you guess who the last one was, or the one that was nearest the halfway line?
Yeah. Was it Face?
No, it was Jamie Vardy. Now,
Vardy.
I'm sorry, if we are attacking, what the fuck is Jamie Vardy doing as the last striker? There's 6 players, so you've got 5 Leicester City players in front of him, and he is our number 1 striker. He isn't going to score a goal from there, is he? Well, all right, this is Vardy, you probably could do. But you know what I mean? Surely we want him up front.
Yeah, I thought he had a bit of a strange performance, to be fair, Vardy, but like all of our strikers drop deep. We know that with under Enzo, so yeah, I'm not going to crucify him for it.
Dropping, and sorry to interrupt, but I get dropping deep. But when we're on an attack, 5 players in front of you that aren't strikers, including defenders.
No, I get it.
How the attack started, though, is because he's done that. Sorry to interrupt. I mean, that's the tactic, isn't it? He's drawing them forward so that space is there for behind. For what it's worth, I do know exactly what you're saying, Chris, and I kind of agree with you. But if that's at the start of the move, that's not so bad. If it's like, if we had like 5 minutes of possession and Vardy was back in goal, obviously that would be a different story. But I'm saying he's made that room for those others to run into, right?
But again, though, Anil, when he came on, Daka, I don't think he had a bad game on the show. I'm sure Luke will, and I did say during the commentary, you probably weren't watching Luke, but I did say when the substitution happened that Luke was probably creaming himself at that particular moment. But sorry, so it's true. No, but and when Vardy came on, it just who was that? Oh, I forgot who I asked this to now. Anil, wasn't it? When Vardy came on, you could hear the crowd. When he was stood at the side, and the commentator said, didn't he? He said, Vardy's on, and you could hear that. And that's what he does, doesn't it? Bringing him on, it gives the crowd a lift, it gives the team a lift.
Yeah, I think it was smart just purely to do that because we'd started that half really well. We probably should have got a goal from that penalty, or we had like a little scramble, and it was maybe just starting to deteriorate a little bit. So I think that was good to bring it back. I mean, coming to your point, just so you know, oh yeah, that's a brilliant visual to look at, by the way. But for what it's worth, you know, just so you know, for me personally, I do have a bit of frustration with Enzo's style as well, in the sense that like I feel like in a game like that, personally, I would say play a bit more 50-50. And like they were clearly just camping out in their box. So play more direct to make more shooting opportunities. Because as kind of Brad was mentioning at the start of the show there, it's like what the game really felt is it was just going to peter out for a 1-1, even though we were playing so well and having loads of possession. We weren't really having like chance after chance after chance. Then to be fair, actually, me and Luke were saying that, and we actually scored the goal. And it was a brilliantly created opportunity from the perfect moment. So I suppose when it works, it can work like that. But, you know, that's coming back to the Vardy moment. And Luke just mentioned it there, and I do agree. Like, Vardy didn't really do anything in the game. I think I would actually argue that him coming on, we actually got a bit worse. I think, if anything, Pratt and Eunice, I think, made a difference, even if they had a bit of a stupid moment with Eunice somehow deciding not to shoot from -1 yard out, it felt like. But they got stuck in, they were winning the ball back, they were making things happen. I felt like Vardy just didn't get the pace of the game today so much. That's not necessarily his fault, that can happen with anybody, sort of thing. But as per your point, Chris, it's like if you just leave Vardy in the box and we play it more and he can win, you know, he doesn't have to win the initial header, but if it comes to him, there's no better finisher at the club than him, really, right? So you could use him more in that capacity, and I thought we might do that with his substitution coming on. But at the end of the day, it's a team game, right? And we've managed to get the point, and I still think the sub was extremely important, just to lift the crowd. So that was good to see.
Were you scratching your balls there, Brad?
I was not. I was stretching my back. It was close enough. It's the same thing.
Oh, you were. You were scratching your balls, mate. But look, Brad, just tell me, should we get the open top bus out? But no, the serious question is, who is the best team in the championship at the moment?
Look, on paper we are, and we're doing it with a game in hand to.
No, I'm just saying, any Leeds fans watching, just in case.
Yeah, well, of course, unlike Leeds fans, we don't self-ejaculate when there's still games to play. We're not building the open top bus and getting the blue paint out, but it does, doesn't it? Because you know what, it's footballing karma at its best. Like I said, when Leicester dropped points, only one team out of the three chasing capitalised. When Leicester won, won today. Like I always said, it didn't matter if Leeds turned it around, and I still wouldn't be worried if Leeds turned it around, because as long as we keep doing our job. But it's just a bonus, Ipswich lost, Leeds lost, Southampton draw, boring 0-0. So, I have said that Southampton are out the automatic race, so now it's just a matter of trying to keep it. It looks good, it feels good, and it looks more proper, doesn't it, Chris?
It does. But normality has been resumed, as they say. But look, no, fair play to Leeds and Ipswich. He's scratching his balls.
I'm really not. You stop saying
fair play to Leeds and Ipswich. Do you want to do that off camera?
I'm stretching my back. What more do you want?
Yeah, that's what they call it. That's what they call it. If he's not scratching his balls, he's letting a fart out. What's the two? I forgot what the question was. Luke.
Oh, you know what? I'll just do this.
Save me. There we go. Thank you. I'm not eating yet.
He's scratching them for sure now. Sorry.
I'm going full. Oh, you know what I am? Just for the benefit now, I am really giving myself a nice pet scratchy balls instead of stretching my back. Just doing this now, just to piss you off.
There we go. That's what he was doing.
I mean, viewership did go down, so people will enjoy. All I'm saying is people will enjoy me stretching me back.
We just have a show of hands here. I just want to say everybody's hands, if you don't mind. But
there you go. Look. Hey, my God.
Look, and Neil's just, I don't know what he's doing with his hand. But look, Luke, Enzo, honestly, a mastermind of substitutions. Brings on Pratt, brings on Eunice, both of them involved in the winner.
Yes, so let's talk about this, because I had an interesting conversation when I was watching the game with Vanille, and we're talking about complacency and why that possibly is. And one thing that stands out to me is that I wouldn't say it's Brendan Rodgers-esque, but we're starting to have a very predictable starting 11. Some of that was due to injuries, but a lot of it was just performances. And without competition for places in the side, we did see, in my opinion, some complacency. Also, people getting leggy. So I think there's something to be said for that. But in terms of what's interesting is both Eunice and Pratt came on at the same time. Now, Fatawu and Ndidi, as we know, link up very well together. And I was saying for like probably about 5 to 10 minutes, I thought Ndidi was looking a bit leggy and gassed, as good as he played. There was one opportunity, if you remember, where he wasn't deep and Vardy did make a brilliant run. He was heavily marked, to be fair, but at the same time, Ndidi had that run where he took that touch and then it kind of ruined and stifled that play, which would have been perfect. I think he made his with his subs. Enzo's usually really good, particularly when we go up, and he will make those subs when he feels comfortable. But for me, he brought on Vardy in about 60 minutes instead of 70. The Cody one was a bit strange, but mate, I thought he got it absolutely spot on today.
Running the clock down, I think.
It's every time.
I've got to say, Neil,
it's all your fault.
What's that? Sorry.
You're going to get me doing this all the time, every time after this motion, now, yeah.
What he doesn't know is that there's a woman that we can't quite see on camera, and that's why he's going like that. Oh.
Give away my secrets, and you stop potting riddle.
And then, this is a microphone, just in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah.
And Neil, explain to me the Justin Doyle substitution.
At first, I thought it was because he was injured, but to be fair, what I would say is that towards the end of the first half, as it went on, Koji Miyoshi, who was on that side, was starting to get the ball a lot and drifting in and causing problems. Like, he had a shot that was saved by Hermansen. So I have noticed that we typically tend to be like, if we play a team who are going to be parking the bus and they're not really going to press us at all, and they've got no pace, then they'll put Doyle in because Doyle's better on the ball. But if we're playing a team where they've got a wide man who's got a lot of pace, he puts Justin there because Justin's normally very good at doing that. Like, for example, if we're going to play against Leeds, you need someone to watch out for the fast breaks of either, what they play, Somerville or Nyotto or Dan James or someone like that. So I suspect that he's looked at that and he thought, okay, how could we maybe lose this game? It's because if we push up a lot, they might get one on the break with that guy in particular. So that's why I think they put JJ there, because I don't think Doyle had a bad game per se. And I also got a feeling that if we hadn't conceded right on the stroke of half time, unless he's injured, he probably wouldn't have been removed because the team was working really well. But that's my suspicion. I've noticed that in games that he tends to do that kind of setup. And I think JJ doesn't get enough credit for that, because I remember even in the Premier League, he was very good at doing that. Like, I remember under Brendan, we beat Spurs during COVID at their stadium, and JJ pocketed Son the whole game. And, Son's a top quality player, right? That was when he was like 28 or something like that at his absolute peak. And he just, because he's got the physicality, the pace. And if you can take someone like that out of the game, it's huge. So that's my suspicion. I could be wrong, of course.
Luke, is this your dad?
No, it's not.
But
Thank you, by the way, for that comment. I appreciate it.
So somebody actually likes you,
Yeah, it's rare.
We only have the best on here, Kingdoms. We only have the best. And then, of course,
I reckon it's really Luke's second account, isn't it? He's just set one up. And while Anil was talking, it's like, oh, that Australian's really good.
Yeah,
scratching me nuts and praising myself. Yeah,
that's what I do, mate. That's my trying to.
Look, I know I've asked you this before, but I'm going to ask you again because it's your turn. As Luke quite rightly said there, it is a predictable starting lineup. I predicted, again, last week I did it 10 out of 11. I got Justin instead of Doyle. This week I put Doyle in because he played well against Norwich, but I put Vardy up front. There's a very thin line between being predictable and playing the same team and the players getting to know each other. And, they're used to it. If you're changing week in, week out, as if we remember Nigel Pearson did for the first 2/3 of the Great Escape.
Yeah, and look, there's nothing wrong with having a settled lineup. Oh, she got round to yours quick then. And it's good. I mean, we saw today, it was quoted by the commentators, some telepathic link-up play, getting Leicester on the front foot and getting Leicester in behind, and that comes with a stable 11. I actually think the change at half-time was actually tactical. because they are two different, wing back players. Like Neil said, what you get from JJ is he's like a train. He'll go up and down that track on that left hand side all day, and he'll recover well if teams push in the midfield and get the ball, and he'll always make that overlapping run from LTiDtv, which gives him a bit of freedom to try and drive.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin Brad.
Drive into the box. It kind of breaks it up on that left hand side for us, because LTiDtv gets double marked out, and then there's, he can go a bit quiet in the game, and that allowed him the freedom that led to the goal. So I think having a more left wing back by nature instead of Doyle, because Doyle cuts inside. Doyle goes on the inside. He'll try and go across the box and pick a space in that way. So I think it was very tactical, and it did show in the way we kept approaching that second half. Because for that first 45 to 60 odd minutes, Chris, it was all Leicester just pinning Birmingham back inside their own box. So very good. And yeah, you're right. It is nice. It's preferable to have a predictable 11, but not like it was under Brendan last year, when we're going, well, fuck me, same 11, here comes another loss. At least this time, it's nice to have one when we're winning games.
Indeed. Brad. No, Luke. Let's go to Luke. When I say Luke, that's just Luke Don, by the way, not just a pair of, well, you're one and the same, aren't you? Luke, give me your team rating and your man of the match.
Okay. I'm going to go for a team rating of 8. I thought we controlled the game really well. We got unlucky, but we can expect to concede goals in that matter. Like I said earlier, I think it's surprised we haven't conceded more. But I thought we controlled the game well, created a lot of opportunities. So go for an 8. And for my man of the match, I'm going to go something a bit different, mate. I'm going to go just for you, Chris, because you're in a good mood. I'm going to go for your nephew, Yannick Vestergaard. I know you could easily make a shout for Keenan Dewsbury Hall and the likes of maybe Didi or even Winks, as Neil likes to call him, the heartbeat of our team. But in my opinion, Yannick Vestergaard made some crucial challenges, one in the penalty area that he had to get right, and he did get it right. His ball distribution was on point. He gave an absolute sexy of a ball, which I think was to Keenan Dewsbury Hall early in that first half, if you remember. And unfortunately, he had a poor first touch. So for me, Yannick Vestergaard had a great performance.
He had some marvellous touches, I've got to be honest with you. And I actually wrote this down. On 51 minutes, Vestergaard, great defending. All he's doing is just putting his foot in the way. But it was putting his foot in the way in the right place and at the right time. You've gone 8 and Vestergaard. And Neil, your rating for the team out of 10 and your man of the match.
I'm going to sound like such a sheep. Just copy and paste what Luke just said there. We might have done something similar before we came onto this show, but yeah, I would agree. Same. Maybe I'd even go a bit higher than 8, because I think, especially in a stressful scenario, we kept our composure and we made an opportunity. But I think, given the fact that we gave a brain fart of a goal away right in the stroke of half time, you can't really go higher than 8, can you? That kind of mistake can always happen. But it's like, for it to happen in a 44th minute when you're 1-0 up is just unforgivable, really, isn't it? It's just, if in doubt, just kick it. Because, what I'm glad is at the end of the game, they were just running to the corner flag. They'd learned their mistake, right? Just don't do anything stupid. But yeah, 8 out of 10. And yes, I agree with Vestergaard. I don't think he put a foot wrong. His distribution was great. I think the goal, if you look at it, he almost did like a little Marseille roll, a little spin for one of our attempts near the end. He did. Great in his attacking performance. And yeah, he isn't blessed with pace, but I think he made some key decisions. And that's the thing. It's like, do you remember Paolo Maldini used to say, if you've had to make a sliding tackle, you've already made the mistake. It's like, if you're a good defender, it's about the timing and positioning. Before I come to you, Brad, we're going to have one of these moments. Because Michael is a Leeds supporter. You're going to walk the league now, easy running, teams with nothing to play for. Plymouth fighting relegation, Blackburn fighting relegation,
Millwall
fighting relegation.
And each other.
Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, Michael, but no, I think you're trying to make yourself feel a little bit better there. By the way, Michael, and you're probably a nice Leeds fan, but read it and weep, mate. Read it and weep up there. But no, all the best, mate. Sorry for today. Brad, let me take yours.
Well, let me take my sheep outfit off because I'm not going to be a sheep. I'm not going to kiss ass and copy homeworks from the LCFC Lord God that is the Aussie in the middle.
To everybody, even though Ian Ancho never came
on.
Well,
funny enough, you say that. I thought his cheering from the bench was superb, and the reason LTiDtv scored the winner. So no, I'm going to actually go against what Leo said. I think you can give them a 9. I think you can give them higher because it wasn't a game that at any point of the season, I don't think I could have even thought about an 8. I'd probably give it a 7 because it was a 2-1 win against Birmingham. It wasn't the cleanest win, but we got there in the end. But you add the occasion, the magnitude of the crowd as well, the occasion, the situation of the season, and there was change.
Before you go.
Yes, I see. You don't interrupt anyone else. I get interrupted.
All right, I have just kicked you out, and that is your very last warning. Next time, you're going to get a ban from the channel. He's just come on and said, "How was the strikers today?" Daka as shit as normal. You will get a permanent ban. It's as simple as that, mate.
I'd bite the bullet with him.
Go off, get your little mum's magazines out in in a cellar. Wank yourself off to them and just leave us alone. We don't want to know what you're going on about. You really are a complete and utter waste of space. Sorry, Brad. I just have to say that then. Do carry on.
No, that's right. But if you have to look at the game in its importance and its entirety because we said it would happen, Chris, and it maybe didn't happen as intense as it would do at the end of a season when everybody's probably doing the same job. But you could hear the crowd get expectant. They could hear the second goal coming from Coventry. So exactly. We would have won 4-1 if he'd have got on the pitch. It's just a disgrace. Enzo out, obviously. But I will give us a 9 because one moment of madness, but that was all on Mads. That wasn't anything to do with bad play from Leicester or giving the ball away. That was just crazy goalkeeping. I think the team deserve a 9 because they could have easily have just gone, you know what, it's not going to be our day. Let's take the point. It's a point gained. Let's not lose it trying to win it. Let's shut up shop. They didn't. They saw the task out. They looked confident. They were, for 70% of that game, Chris, they were the team in ascendancy. And now I'm going to give them a 9. And it hasn't been spoken about, and I'm a bit surprised about. But someone who kept either unlocking doors for Leicester or his work weight was absolutely incredible. Was Ricardo Pereira. I thought he had an outstanding game on that right side. And you talk about that telepathy. How much more solidified do we look on that right-hand side when we attacking that little triangle of Ricardo, Fatawu, and LTiDtv? And Ricardo doesn't have to take that gamble in the overlap. He can kind of stay back to potentially put a cross in from deep. So he's not getting caught out of his defensive duties. We look more solid with them 3 on that side of the field. So for me, probably one of them games where he didn't get spoken about as much as he did, but the little things he did at certain points, Chris, were pivotal. So for me, it's a 9 for the performance, and Ricardo Pereira as my man of the match, and Loverboys over there are wrong.
Again, well, they're not, but again.
You've agreed with me, mate. Yeah, I see how it is. I'm
again, no, it's a good thing to say that normally we're at, when we've had some performances where we are sitting and going like, who the hell do we pick out of that? It's a barrel of bad apples, and it's trouble. You're struggling to pick one player. Against Norwich, we said everybody was coming up with different players, and Alan is literally typing at the moment. I can see the little 3 dots going up and down, so I know he's about to give me his. And he was at the game, obviously. But again, it's another one where you could give it to probably 5 or 6 players easily out there. Probably Mads, no, but look, one mistake. You could argue with Mads that he made 1 mistake. Vardy made 4 against Bristol. So but I agree with you.
Cody.
Sorry.
Can we give it Cody? Finally got 4.
That'd be awesome.
How did you know? If he'd come on and scored in that minute, people would have given it to him. But I agree with you, Brad. I've gone for 9 because I couldn't have gone for 10 because of that mistake. But I think the overall performance, we did not let Birmingham City into this game. They scored it against the run of play. Well, they didn't really score it, did they? They rebounded. You know, we say coming off people's arse. You remember that one that Wood scored? Was it against Burnley or Watford, where the goalkeeper kicked it out? It hit his side
Chris
of his
Wood.
head.
Yeah, that was wow. God, that wasn't that the former Arsenal goalkeeper who was at Watford at that point. What was his name?
And it was. I don't know. It was awful. It was one of those moments.
Yeah, it really was.
But look, we had 17 shots, 9 on target, so half our shots are on target. We had 10 corners to their 0. They had 5 shots on target. To me, we just dominated the game. Amunia, that was it. Well done, Mike. He is the knowledge, is Mike. You know, like you do that. London taxi drivers do the knowledge. He does the knowledge of football, does Mike. But I agree. So I'm giving it a 9, and I have to say, and I'm not copying anybody's homework here, well, not even yours, Brad, because I'd actually written mine down first. But I went for Vestergaard as well.
No, you make me.
I'm not.
Yeah, that was written down about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you went last, bro. Yeah.
Vestergaard gets touched. Man of the match, brilliant, absolutely fantastic performance.
Yes. No, in fact, he never panicked. He had a couple of efforts on goal. He probably should have had a penalty. And Mike says, I don't have a missus. I have reason to know so many stupid facts. Nice one, Mike. So, yeah, I just think he did nothing spectacular, but, you know, he had a bit of a mazy run towards the end of the second half. So, yeah, I think Vestergaard deserved it. Last thoughts before I bring up whilst I bring up the thoughts of our regular contributor for man of the match and ratings, Anil.
Say that again, sorry.
Just give us your closing thoughts before I bring up the official man of the match and ratings.
If Carlsberg did Saturdays or Happy Days, take one of 2. I'll give you 2 from there.
That wasn't really long enough, but thank you very much. Brad, I can always rely on you to give a long answer. Please do while I just line everything up.
Yeah, look, final thoughts. It was a performance that the scoreline doesn't reflect how controlling the performance was. And at the vitalist of times, Leicester seemed to have got their act together after a slump of 5 games where they only managed 1 win. Leicester looked back to their best. And when others fall, Leicester strike. And Leicester have managed to strike to get themselves all the way back to the top where we belong. You know, you come at us again, move to Leicester with the advantage going into this busy end of the period. I can see him still clicking. Hurry up, Chris. I've only got so many words in my dictionary of true to speak.
Quickly move on to...
Luke, go.
I'm going to leave it on Danny Ward just to wind you
Oh,
up.
God, don't do that. Don't start right. Put that up on screen.
Luke, your closing thoughts.
Leeds are shit. Like and subscribe. Thank you.
I think that's it. I think that's all you need.
Well, look, I can say every week, come rain or shine, health mitigating. That's not easy for me to say. Alan goes to the games. He's there. He sees it pretty much like Kate does, but he does it officially for us, and he picks his man of the match and gives us his team rating. And he has gone for an 8 on the team rating. So well done. I think I'm not seeing that was I said earlier at the start, Brad, are we going to see the Leicester that turned up at Bristol or the Leicester that turned up at Norwich?
Yeah.
And I think we got the second, didn't we?
We did. You know, if ever we've talked about a game before where we've maybe felt that the scoreline flattered us because of how other people have played and we've not really, we've just capitalised on chances. Today, we probably deserve to win by a bigger margin than we did. But at the end of the day as well, it doesn't matter because we got there in the end. So happy we got the performance and eventually got the 3 points that we really did deserve.
Yeah. And talking of love children,
I was just about to say, love children alert. I should have gone with Iheanacho for my man of the match just for the lols now.
Look, he does love it. He does love his Harry Winks, and look, like I say, I can't argue with him because at the end of the day, you could have picked 4 or 5 that had good games. But I have to say, basically, based on the fact of the overall poll, it's an 8 and Vestergaard. Because that's what the majority went for. And Neil, mate, thanks very much for popping on. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Likewise.
That's what Luke says about you. On what I don't know, but there we go. No, there we go, mate. Are you going to be watching on Tuesday? I'm going to be hiding behind the sofa again.
Yeah, I'm not that nervous for that one. Like I say, I think we are pretty good at being flat track bullies against the weaker teams. Yeah, I know we had some bad ones like the QPR one and Sheffield Wednesday away. I always think it's actually the teams in the top 6. That's why I don't know about you guys, but I actually think of the 3 teams that are going for automatics, if we ended up in the playoffs, I actually think we'd be the ones most likely to fail, as crazy as that sounds. One, because I don't think we do so well against the other quote unquote good teams, and 2, because the mental fortitude of having given away a 17-point lead would probably kill us. So I'm not too nervous against Millwall, Plymouth. Like I said, I think it's Southampton and West Brom, which I think will be much more challenging games because of the quality of their teams. Like Southampton, we put an amazing performance in against them, didn't we? West Brom, we somehow got that winner at the end when it could very easily have gone the other way. So I think they're quite a good team, West Brom. They've been in the playoffs for quite a long time. I think that's a challenging game. We can definitely win it. We're capable of winning all the games. But famous last words, but I'm pretty optimistic for the next one.
Yeah. And just to quickly to say to everybody, coming up on Monday night, we have got the Let's Talk Leicester, the debate show. And EFL, hating on Leicester is the topic. Enzo Maresca, not even in the 3 nominations for Manager of the Season in the Championship. Not saying that the others don't deserve to be there, but I think Enzo does as well. And we're not even up for the Code of Practice Award either. We've not even get a silver or a bronze for that. EFL, fuck you, fuck the lot of you. Let's hope we're having nothing to do with you next season. And then on Wednesday, because we play on Friday, so we can't do it on Friday. So Wednesday, 7 o'clock, both shows at 7. It's the Championship Prediction Show. And join us for both of those. And of course, in between that, sandwiched in between, is going to be the Watchalong, and that will be on Tuesday. I'm not sure what time the kickoff is, but 45 minutes before kickoff, we will be there doing this all over again. Except Luke, of course, who will probably be in bed and doing to the missus what Don was doing to his. Luke, thanks very much, mate. Anil, thank you very much. Take care, Anil. I know you don't give out any details, but thanks very much. Thanks for coming on. All the best, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. See you later, guys. Bye.
Take care.
See you later.
Luke, where can people find you?
You can find me here for most watch-alongs. If not, you can find me at Leicester City Down Under. I don't normally ask, but I would really appreciate if you gave me a subscribe. I'm so close to 200, and that would be brilliant if I could make that. I'd be really happy.
And please do, because he's putting me up for a couple of nights later in the year, and I want him to be happy. So, Luke, thanks very much. Go and get some rest. Must be about 2 a.m. there, so have a good one.
Yeah, mate, I got work, so I'll catch you guys later. See you later, Brad.
Take care. Bye-bye. And Bradders, where do people find you?
Scratching my balls.
Well, you know that.
Well, you can find me here as always. If Robin Hood needs a little John, he always asks me for his help. But you can find me running the LTiDtv 2 channel, which is home of the WSL Leicester City's women's side, who we've done the last few watch-alongs. And they have more international breaks than the men's, believe it or not, because they're currently on one. But I'm hoping, if schedules don't conflict, to bring you a live watch-along of Leicester City women's first ever FA Cup semi-final visit. The chance to make their first ever FA Cup final, Chris. Hopefully it doesn't take 5 times a charm for the women to do it as it did the men's. But that will be on the 13th of April. I'll be hoping to bring you that. But before that, we have got content on its way. Once I can finish out the niggles with myself and StreamYard, as you know about, Chris, I'll be having Dave, me to you, buddy, on the prediction show. Well over 300 of you tuned into last night's show, so hopefully 300 of you can tune in to it on Wednesday. It's going to be a scramble. I've got to do all the maths on that. But for LTiDtv, he will be appearing on the quiz, the Leicester City Football Pyramid Quiz. If you haven't checked it out already and you love all things football and all things quizzes, and you just happen to be a Leicester fan, do go and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and check it out. And if you want to be a part of it, absolutely go for it. Let me know in the comments below. Let me see how far you could climb up the Leicester City Footballing Pyramid. And see.
LTiDtv2. The link is in the description below, as it is for Luke. Brad, thanks very much, mate. I'm going to go and have some food now because I'm absolutely starving. But look, can I just say, and look, Michael, I was only having a bit of fun, only because we have so many Leeds fans that come on here, don't we, Brad, and just give us hell because, you know, we've thrown away what was a good lead. And yes, we have thrown it away. Now, like I say, I'm not one to rub things in at all.
It's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home.
I know that might come back and bite us on the bum, but I'm enjoying the moment.
Yeah, you have to. And you know what? For all them Leeds fans that have been coming in here before, not the casual nice ones that we have had through, to the majority of them that came in here that clearly must suffer with premature celebration syndrome. Just remember, you can get an updated medical advice and treatment for your premature celebration. It's called calling 0800 celebrated too soon. Ejaculate is what you have to press when the key comes up. Ejaculate. So there you go. That's how you get over it, Leeds fans. That'll sort you out.
I didn't quite know where that was going.
Nor did I. My brain had two tangents and merged them together. You won't believe it. I had two ways to go with it, and my brain went, let's put them together. And I went, okay.
But thanks very much, Brad. We might even do a review of this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We
might as well just stay live and come back here Tuesday evening.
We might as well. All the best, mate. Have a good weekend. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, take care. And one last cheer up before you kick me out. 11 points to you, 9 points to me. That's the predictions league for this week.
It's coming home. Well, all right, it's not coming home. But as long as I beat you, that's all that matters. Take care, buddy.
I'll leave you on that note, mate. I'll leave you on that one.
Have a good one. Thanks to Brad, thanks to Anil, and thanks to Luke for all of them for coming in. Thanks to everybody that's been in. Michael, look, thanks very much, mate. Look, it's banter. Unfortunately, every club has idiots, including Leicester. I've had to ban enough Leicester fans out of this channel to know. But we do get a lot of Leeds. We probably get more Leeds fans commenting on YouTube after the show than we do Leicester fans, which is great because it just helps it earns me more money anyway. But thanks very much, guys. It's been it. Oh, we're back at the top, but there's a long way to go yet. 194 likes. We're 6 off the 200. Come on, guys. Come on. Thank you to everybody, and have a great weekend. I know Leeds and Norwich fans may not enjoy it quite as much. Welcome to our world. At least you're not being charged yet for your money problems. But we'll see you, if not before, Monday night at 7 o'clock for Let's Talk Leicester. Trying to do a Millwall preview before that. Don't think that's going to happen though. But thanks to everybody that's been watching. Really do appreciate it. And if you've been listening via your favourite podcast platform, thank you very much for that as well. It has been a pleasure doing this for you. And thank you for all your kind comments in the comment section. I'll see you Monday. Take care, guys. All the best. Stay safe and have a good weekend. We're top of the league. Come on. Yes.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.